Itchy.
Yeah?
What's with this human-sized box outside your door? Did people leave you a bunch of pizzas again?
I didn't order any, but I won't count that out as a possibility.
Well, it says that it's from YouTube.
Oh, well, we did just hit 1,000 subs.
And there's something inside the box scratching. It's from Hedan Technologies.
I mean, YouTube gives out, play buttons and such for, milestones.
Okay, let me open this up here.
Sorry about that.
We're just opening a box we found. Okay, hang on. Oh, there's a note. Wait, there's a note.
You found a box?
Yeah, there's a big human-sized box. Okay. Thank you for hitting... Oh, it's from Arzo.
Oh, shit.
The president of Hedan Technology. Congratulations to getting to 1,000 subs. I thought you guys could use some help now that Gar is in Dunville. Okay. I'm going to hit the start button here.
Hello!
Oh, snap. It's our own human gear.
Oh, man.
Holy shit.
This is much better than the Blaze one.
So hi, I'm here because you guys finally hit 1,000, so I can actually be useful.
Okay.
I'm here to keep getting you guys more views, more subs, and possibly knocking everything off your counter. My programming's a little faulty. But okay, hi!
So, I'm sorry, Blaze, your human gear became a Magia. We had to destroy it.
I'll tell you
Am
what...
I not good enough?
I'll tell you what, Blaze. I'll let you do something. Since you are our first Patreon subber, and this is a milestone episode now that we hit 1,000 subs, I'm going to let you come on and do the thing.
Wait, hang on. Itchy, there's some guy with a gun and a hood, and he wants to put a belt on our human gear.
Hi! What's your name? I want to be friends. He said he wants to be
says
friends.
his name is Todd.
I'll be friends with Todd. I will take him, and I will get him safe.
Wait, no, stop! If we put this belt, according to this, we put the belt on, it voids the warranty. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
Can't
yeah,
void the warranty, man.
I only have like a 4-month warranty.
Yeah, well, we're milking every day of that warranty.
Just like you're milking this bit. Blaze, do it! God damn it! Cue the fucking roll call!
You had one job, Blaze!
Sorry, what?
We are live!
Connect. Loading.
Tempered Zeal! Doom Caster Sugary!
Loud and impulsive. Caster, Lane.
One little spark of courage. Green Caster, Global Self Perka.
The trickster of infinite topics! Savage Caster Ibarra Fox!
Knocks everything off the table. Doom Caster AngryKitty.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world!
Radio Sentai Castranger.
You fucked it up, Blazy Cone!
I was trying to let you cue the roll
Let him have
call!
another chance.
I don't know.
No, seriously, let him have another try.
Alright.
It's done.
It's
Welcome
done.
to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 265.
It's episode... Warple!
Oh shit, Blaze is gonna be angry.
Bro, you shouldn't have done that.
You shouldn't have done that.
Uh-oh.
Alright, it's episode Wormpole, I guess.
It's episode Warple.
What a shitty Pokemon for the episode where we finally hit 1,000 subs!
Wurmple's great, though.
Warple's it's okay.
It can turn into 2 different final evolutions.
Yeah,
That's
they're
true.
both bad.
Yeah.
I like Dustox. Dustox is cool.
Alright, so, Gar is once again out of town.
Yep.
And we have my co-host to the Super Secret Common Writer Club, Tasha, or we have dubbed her Doom Caster AngryKitty.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Nice to be here finally.
There has been much talk of you whenever Tom has been discussing watching his weekly episodes. He's always
It's
been
almost like
making
we hang
mentions
out
of you.
like every day, Tasha.
It's almost like we live really super close to each other, and then we have a secret tunnel in between our houses so we can always hang out.
Man, we're like Frida Kahlo and
We
her
are.
husband.
We are.
Man, that's the most obscure joke I'm going to make on this.
It's funny how Ichi and I live together, but we don't watch Toku anymore together.
You guys
we
are
can change
jaded.
that.
I know we can.
We watched Toku today,
Yeah.
like an hour ago.
Yeah, we just
I
watched...
had to watch Ryusoulger and Zero One all by myself.
Well, then we'll watch it together. gotta bring
Wait,
back
what are we on
Toku
now? The 5th episode of Ryusoulger that was good in a row?
Right?
Like, they even had subplot shit,
What is happening?
and it was still awesome.
No, Blaze, we already muted you because you failed us.
You failed it. You
No,
failed
that's
us
not-
for the
that's not
last
true.
time.
I really think that you should have given him another chance.
Oh, he'll get another chance at another time. It was good. It was funny. It was funnier
Poor
that
Blaze.
way.
I'll tell you what. We'll let you try again when we hit 2,000.
Blaze goes on and buys a light
Yeah, what if
box.
Blaze has just been the one who's been giving us all our subs? He's made 500
I mean, at
pounds.
least some of the names subscribing to our channel look legit, and now that we've passed 1,000, they aren't dropping out the floor from them, so I'm inclined to believe they're real at this point.
Yeah.
And I found out, like, where they're all coming through. Like, not necessarily where from, but apparently that music video I did 2 years ago of Kamen Rider Chronicle opening with the People Game music has over 130,000 views now. And I don't know how they're all finding it, but I'll take it. So hello to anyone who's listening now in the last month. We are a bunch of Toronto-based Toku enthusiasts who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and a third thing every week. So this week is...
Hey, you got any pizza left, Itchy?
Yes, actually.
You got... Oh, you know what? I'd have to put it on a plate, wouldn't I?
Probably.
You know what? Let's skip the dishes.
Sick.
And not DoorDash.
And that's how you know
Fuck
it's
those guys.
Oh!
Hi!
Make sure to check the description of all our episodes for a $7 off your first order to skip the dishes. And we get money too, so hashtag feed the Castrangers. And yes, Blaze, thank you for... you were the one who told me that it was the Poppy video.
Yeah, he sleuthed it.
Excellent work. You find all the good shit. You found that Poppy video was getting views. You found the James AI. You found my reason for living. Moving on! It's week 3 of Borgtober Metallix. So this week we're talking about Kamen Rider 01, episode 7, Ryusoulger, episode 29, and episodes 26 to 29 of Beetleborgs Metallix.
Damn, son.
I am almost done with that shit. Well, you know what? The monsters, I find a continuous source of inspiration. Everything else about that show is microwave garbage.
Microwave.
It's been sitting in a microwave for 20 years.
It's like, we're talking, I love the following things. Less Fortune, Nukas and the Gang, The Monsters, end of list.
Okay,
Why
like,
you don't like Flapper?
let's pause for a second.
You know what?
Hold on,
he counts.
Hold on. I have to do something here. Let's pause for a sec. Blaze, you know we're just playing, right? You know we love you. You're genuinely in our top echelon of fandom, and you're great, and we love you, and we wouldn't be here doing the show without you and everyone else here.
Senpai loves you, Blazy-kun.
We may shit on you sometimes, but it's all for the bit, and we know.
Also, Blaze, I
you
need
can
to
take
talk to you about your Hero Cast character. I've drawn her as a cat so far. I need to know what she looks like when she's not a cat.
Blaze Catster.
Or if you just want me to draw something sexy, I will. Just
Wait,
Blaze-
she can
Blaze
turn
the
into
cat.
not a cat?
Shh. Spoilers. I whispered as if the mic is near me and can get that I was whispering.
You're not going to get close to the mic like everyone did last week?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, I would, but I'm sitting over here.
And I gotta
Sorry, this
say,
is
last week's
not
episode
related
was
to
really great.
any way anything related to Toku at all, but I just saw this on like a bootleg toys site, what it called Furbies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Furbus.
Oh, God.
Furbus!
I have a story to
No, they're
tell.
not Furbies, they're owl elves.
Owls.
Here's story. All right, so
Here's writing.
I have figured out today I'm officially a snack, and Tasha was there. Okay, Tasha can justify this. So I'm outside hanging with Tasha. She's smoking. I'm vaping because we're cool. And, and
Okay.
we're standing outside the Starbucks, and the Starbucks has a lot of unsavory weirdos.
As a Starbucks do.
So this guy walks up, and this guy he's known for, if you say anything to this guy, he yells at you. So I'm sitting there with Tasha, and we see him walk up, we're not saying anything, and he stops, and he looks at me and goes, "Hey, can I cook and eat you?"
What?
And I said, well, you can try. He's like, well, I could do it. I'm like, stronger men than you have tried, my friend. I swear I said that. And then he goes, well, fuck you. And he storms off.
And the first thing I could think of was, you know what, Tom, after getting that haircut and, like, shaving up a bit, like, you just must look delicious. You look like a snack today.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even have to...
I'm good enough to eat.
Like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
Huh.
You look fee-fi-fo fabulous!
This guy has
Oh
an
my
unfortunate
God.
name because once he walked in there, asked for a water. They gave him a water and he shouted, I'm the chief, get off my land. And kicked over a chair and stormed out.
Was he okay?
He was very high, so we call him Angry Chief.
See, he is one of those people that you call who greatly enjoys the nose sugar.
Uh-huh.
And
The
likes it's called the nose sugar.
I think he likes the nose hard candy.
He likes the nose sugar. He goes right for the hard stuff.
Plain sugar.
We have names. We also have a woman whose name is Face Tattoo, and she has the personality of a woman that has the nickname Face Tattoo.
All right.
What a colorful,
Mean, but like,
what a colorful metropolis downtown
The
Toronto
best was
is.
this guy walks in, he's got a tiny dog in his arms, and he's looking around like, what the fuck? Huh? And he's so
We have to my tiny dog.
And he walks over and he goes behind like the little like garbage area where the condiments are and stuff. He reaches behind, he pulls out his phone that he had plugged in, and looks around, and then he like goes out there and he like kicks the door open so bad that he scares the dog. And I'm like, and like everybody's looking, is like, why did he have to be suspicious about that? Half the people here are charging their phones. Anyway, sorry.
They must never know that I'm siphoning their electricity.
This has been an episode of Crazy Shit That Happens to Tom.
Crazy shit.
Join us next week where Tom tells you about shit that happened during the election.
Yay!
Nothing has happened, but it probably will.
That's a vote
well,
I'd
it hasn't
cast.
been the election yet.
No, but I did it 4 years ago, and like there were like 4 different events that day.
My dad could tell you everything about what's going on for the election.
Yeah.
All right, well, we are almost 12 minutes in, so let's start talking about 01.
Yay!
A 1,000 subs. That is a lot of sandwiches.
Good.
Her.
I had to.
Yeah.
I too would like a sandwich.
Sub to us. Toku's fresh. That's the best I can do.
So to a lot of people who are fans of Izu and feel like they need to protect Izu, I feel like I need to protect Jin, because like Jin this episode has shown to me that he's fucking adorable as shit, and I love him, and I want to protect him, and if anything bad happens to him, I'll be so sad. Which sucks because he's a villain, which means he'll probably die.
Or you could remember that he's basically Palad.
Yeah, he is kind of, he does have the plot.
I will say I understand where the feelings for Jin are coming from, and I do like how adorably playful he is. Especially he's in the middle of his own henchman and watches the bird fly around.
Oh,
yeah, it's great.
Pulls a gun on a bunch of civilians.
Yeah,
I need to ask the peanut gallery for Izu, because I know people are protective of Izu, and I want to draw her. Do I have permission from the group to draw Izu cosplaying to be from Nier Automata?
Yes! Oh, she'd probably love that.
She won't be doing anything sexual except for wearing that outfit.
Oh, 2B from Nier
yeah, which is about to be added to Final Fantasy XIV.
Yep, 2P technically,
yeah.
But it's
But what I was saying is, while I understand the feel how Jin is quickly becoming the newest must-be protected child, I'm not quite that far with him. I do like how adorable he's being, but I'm still on the no, protect Izu at all costs. Fuck everyone else.
Yeah,
somebody in the chat, please
It's
find
pretty
Izu
clear
doing that
that-
pose she does.
That
The
Jin
hands?
doesn't
Yeah,
really
the
know
hands
what he's
pose.
doing.
Yeah, the thing is, Jin is clearly the product of a misinformative raising.
Well, it's also
Yeah,
he's
Wow.
very much the thing is, for example, in this week's episode, the coach was finding sentience for the first time. So he's making his own decisions, but he's unaware of it because though his programming is very complicated and he knows how to coach and he knows all this stuff, but when it comes to making his own decisions and his own feelings, it's new to him.
Yeah.
So think of like Jin as being that a little further along.
Yeah.
And the thing is, think of him with having the intellect of an adult, but the mind of a child. He's been, how long has it been since the cataclysm or the old town destroyed?
You know what? They never actually like.
Didn't they say it was 5 years?
Yeah, somewhere
like
between
15
5 to
years.
10 years.
I think
So
it was 5. yeah.
imagine. Okay, now this is a theory, but he obviously is conscious. He's got he's got
10. Yeah.
Yeah, but think of it at either a 5 or 10. He's got the life experience of a 5-year-old. So the thing is, he knows, like, you can say, hey, do me some math. He's got that. Here's how to shoot a gun. He's got that. But the thing is, like, how do you feel? And he's like, I don't understand the question.
He had to Google the word son because he didn't know what a son was. And then afterwards, he
And
was
parents,
just so
yeah.
obsessed with parents. And I nicknamed Jin Todd just because he reminds me of, like, that kind of character. But I've been, like, loving and protecting him from day one. Like, Izu was sweet, but I'm like, he was just so cute and adorable. But at the same time, I'm like, you're gonna either become really psychotic and kill everybody, which, he just pulled out a gun, start shooting.
Yeah.
It happens.
The thing
Or he can be redeemed, but I like the fact that he's very much a wild card in the sense of he doesn't even know what he's gonna do next.
I
What
hope-
he's gonna do,
I honestly
yeah.
hope we get both. Like, I want him to go like all the way dark and then come back up now that after learning what humanity is. Because the segues into my point.
That sounds like a really good...
The one flaw with Jin is he's being raised improperly because he's basically a child in a big body. Because Horby is no kind of father. Like,
No.
Jin is not learning the things that kids learn when they grow up. They don't learn right from wrong. They don't learn proper, societal rules. They don't learn that guns are dangerous and you shouldn't have them.
No, but yeah, like, watching this episode made me really love Jin a lot, and now, like, he's one of my new favorite characters for sure. Like,
Horby's not the father, he's the racist uncle.
When it,
Oh
when it
my
comes
gosh.
to
He
ten, when
is,
it comes
though.
to 5 to
He's human.
10-year-old, 5 to 10-year-old, Jin, you are not the father.
Bum, bum.
so
What's
here's
the father?
here's the
I will-
Aruto face of the week. So I do a thing where every week I screenshot a picture of Aruto with like a weird face or something. So
That's
this
every picture of us.
so this is so we got disappointed Aruto. He's just like he's so ashamed. He's so ashamed.
It's like Aruto who is bearing the weight of the loss of the entire basketball team.
Because like I had another one where it was like him just kind of being like what, and then I was like no, I gotta have like a somber one of him. So it's like there you go, disappointed Aruto.
It's like it may not have been me that messed up this basketball game, but I
was
feel like it was me.
Okay, so I can't figure this out. Don't ask Google for pictures of Uzu for body reference because I am not going to draw her with boobs this big.
The fandom tends to get a bit liberal.
But I'm trying to find out for hips and what is her shape. She's tiny, so she's probably... Sorry, I might be drawing this right now.
Shout out to Noble playing Fortnite right now.
Oh, joy.
Look at
It's Fortnite 2
about
now?
this.
Okay.
She would be similar to me because she's about like my size and.
But I think she's got a little bit of...
Yeah,
well,
she's got a bit more-
she's gonna be in a thing I'm just...
Yeah, and like the skirt's gonna come out more anyway and give her more of that butt shape.
Okay, I'm gonna compromise. I'm going to go low-key with the boobs, but wide with the hips.
Yes.
Can
There you go.
we talk about the MVP of this fucking episode?
The fucking
The
Dodo
assassin guy?
Fucking Assassin
Yeah,
Chad!
the assassin guy who inexplicably...
I'm gonna get him!
01! He's so...
What was up with that?
No, wait, go back up!
Oh, they
go
deleted
down,
it.
go down.
They
No,
deleted it.
Deleted it? What?
Someone deleted it.
No!
It was you holding...
I know, it was Rosa from fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
If something
I've only had
happened...
this puppy for 15 minutes, but if anything happened to it, I would kill everyone and myself.
Yes.
But yeah, Ansatz Chen, the Dodo Magia.
Yes! Also,
Bring him back!
Yeah, Dogo Magia, favorite Magia of the show so far.
It's
Okay,
It's
okay.
amazing.
weirdly awesome.
Wait,
The
like,
mammoth one actually is my favorite of the series so far.
It was good.
No, because
Like,
I like
the design, I mean.
Yeah, because his whole body's supposed to just look like the head of a mammoth.
Yeah, the
Okay,
mammoth
but
one
let's-
is weird because
yeah.
of the chest head.
Yeah, but let's call Dodo by its real name. Lil Assassin. Come back, Lil Assassin! Where are you? I was dying. I was crying.
My favorite part was how they never actually explained where the fuck he came from. He just showed up at the Ark.
I think he's gonna come back though.
He damn well better!
Yeah,
Like, I think it's been that Hirobi has been why like Jin is so weird. Is Hirobi is either rebuilding or just building from scratch Gear with parts from like,
Maybe.
old ones.
We know he has a butt.
Yeah, he had maybe he used that spare butt for Ansatz-chan.
Oh my god.
Now
The deep butt lore.
Now I'm super happy that the Zetsume Riser comes with the Dodo key.
I want that Dodo key so badly.
You're gonna have to buy your own then.
Fuck! Oh, yeah. But yeah, no, the Dodo is fucking awesome. Also, I'm glad we got to see like another reason why Jin's so fucking adorable. Every time he spreads his wings out, he goes like ka-ching.
Yeah, because he's making the sound of like clanging metal because
He's
he's got
so cute.
Fucking, as I was expecting from this form, he can shoot fucking wing blades.
Yeah, and
yeah, he makes it on little sound effects. It's the cutest little thing. You can tell he's part you can tell he's like a weird Gear who still thinks he's like fully machine or so because he like make little sound effect noises whenever he does things.
I've also really come to love the Jin suit now because it's a pink and gray rider suit. Like, how can I not love it? It's so fucking great, and the helmet's fucking fantastic too. And I love Jin.
So a thing that I wanted to bring up is I suggested a thing for us to watch at some point, which is Combat Unit Shinesman.
I've heard the name.
And I think Lane needs to watch it because there is a ranger in it that's his color is Shinesman Gray!
Yeah!
Cool.
Gray Ranger. Fuck yeah.
Let's
my
see,
look
what
here,
else? Okay, so the Gear in this episode is a very aggressive basketball coach.
Coach Kobe.
I laughed my ass
Kobe,
off when they...
His
name is Kobe!
Yep. Oh, Kobe Bryant!
Can I get an approval on this face?
Kobe Bryant reference.
Oh, that looks great,
That
Tom.
looks good.
I didn't think about that until you said it right now, and it just sort of hit me.
Sakamoto Kobe!
So Principal Sato,
The principal geometry because of all of the giant rulers
Principal
and protractors.
Yeah. Why did he have a giant protractor?
I don't know, but in every scene, he had a different one.
Maybe he just...
Remember when they lose the basketball game? He's just dancing in the street for no
Why?
reason.
But the joke that I had in my head was the fact that he always carries them around like ruling implements is he just wants to illustrate how much he rules over the
I
school.
think Tasha has something.
I thought it was the ending of Joker.
Like, I literally think, like, he was such a weird little teacher, but the reason he was so excited, I think he was actually using those giant geometry sets to defend himself from all the scary moms.
That might be it.
Moms were terrifying.
Also, Kobe being the best is because frickin' we go to a flashback of Sato, like, trying to reset him, and just, like, he's about to, and just Kobe just turns around. The fuck you think you're doing?
The fuck you say?
I want to point out
go back
it's
up.
very fitting that Kobe is the name of their coach because literally right when they needed him the most, all the kids missed their last shot.
So yeah.
Too much like Kobe O'Brien, but like at the very last second you just...
Life is a free throw! I'm gonna fuck it up!
But yeah, so the picture Kage just posted above, that's me with Jin. I've only had Jin for 7 episodes, but if anything happened to him, I'd kill everyone in this room and myself.
I'll help you. I will help you. We will protect the cute boy. We will always keep the cute boy safe.
Oh, Jin's so adorable.
He is adorable, and actually, I was looking at the outfit, I'm like, his basic normal outfit, I'm like, I think I literally have just a jacket like that because, emo kid.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I wanted to bring up is when Comrade Jin and Valkyrie fight in this episode, Jin calls her Valkyrie, and I don't think the name was said before now, so now I'm wondering if Jin named Kamen Rider Valkyrie.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows? I don't think so.
I actually have a theory on that. So, we don't know who exactly Valkyrie is working for because he's constantly in the shadows.
Oh, the
and my
leader?
my fear is that Hirobi somehow has been hacking into Ames, or at least has an informant from Ames, which is him trying to, hint at the fact that, they've kind of know a bit more about Ames than they're letting on.
Maybe.
And that, like, Jin just literally knows her name is Valkyrie because he's like, oh, I know your boss.
Or what it could be is maybe because he's a robot, he's like scanning her, and it's like the model information comes up like Kamen Rider Valkyrie.
Yeah, but I mean, he also could just be the type of child, like the type of person who he just starts giving people names because he's been like Lil Assassin,
Like the dude from Supergirl, or sorry, the Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was on Supergirl as well.
I also noticed when Yua henchined into Valkyrie in this episode that she doesn't even like hand curb the bullet like she did when she first henchined. She just fires it from the belt and it just goes around and comes onto her by itself. Which is interesting. It means that Fua doesn't need to punch the bullet.
No.
No, I think he literally.
There's a lot of things Fua doesn't need to do.
Fua likes
like,
to be cool. Leave him alone.
Subscribers, like he hurts the poor subscribers.
Did Tom tell you about our theory about Fua's really stupid way of henching? So you know how when Yua henshins, she puts the key in and then opens it up.
Yeah.
But Fua pries the key open and then puts it in?
Yeah.
Our theory is that the way Yua does it is the way it's supposed to work. And if Fua would just put the key in like she does, it would have worked
would actually
right
open,
away.
yeah.
And he wouldn't have to fucking pry it open like a goddamn gorilla.
Yeah, there's that. I also think it's just because he knows, like, for her, because hers is all verified through her belt, she knows if she puts it in the belt, it's gonna work. I'm pretty sure for him, if he doesn't open it up and, like, rip it apart, essentially, if he were to put it in the belt first, it may just lock him out.
Yeah, it'll say,
because
like,
you're not verified.
rejected, asshole.
Yeah, it'd be like, not verified.
Well,
and
the
it'd
thing
lock
is,
him out.
until we see him try, we have no way of knowing. So that's why our theory was, it's not actually locked, you just have to put it in before you open the key, you dumb shit.
Yeah, but I mean, like, again, it could just be that, like...
Yeah, but she was just like, he's got to figure out
anyway.
that he has to put it next to the thing.
Yeah.
You watch, he'll do that for his last henshin.
When she was saying you're not authorized, it wasn't the fact that he didn't have permission, it was the fact that he had to authorize it on the belt. She was just trying to tell him how to use it.
Yeah, that too.
And he was too fucking thick.
I mean...
Maybe the real authorization was the friends we made along the way.
Okay, well, do you know what would be really funny then? Is if he goes to, like, you know, reopen it and then he just breaks the
That's what I was saying. It sounds like they're getting looser with each time he pries it open, so he's gonna fucking break it.
He's gonna break the Prograde key and then you're just gonna have, like, a sad Jin going, like...
We know it's your joke, Blaze! People who listen to the podcast know that! Anyway. Yeah, so we see Valkyrie pull out the Freezing Bear Progress key, yet another key we have no idea how Ames got their hands on, but I'm sure we'll get to that. She slams it into the Zetsuma riser of the one human gear before he actually does his henshin, and it actually freezes him on the spot. So that's super interesting.
Then again, Ames does stop Humagears. Like, their whole job is to stop faulty Humagears, so I'm guessing it's just something that they've had for a while. And it's just a thing that they use, like, oh, that Humagear police officer is, he's letting people cross the street when it's not a proper light. Oh, we just put this thing in his belt, it'll stop him, and we can take him away.
Well, didn't she hack Aruto's, she hacked that one,
the sushi
one.
Oh, good luck on your test.
Yeah, but I'm thinking it's just because she's Ames and she's very high up in power that she just has these things, and it's all for work-related purposes.
I don't really know if I deserve to be Crayon's parent, though.
Crayon, if you can be his parent, but just make sure that his roommate takes good care of him.
I absolutely love that Yua is basically treating these robots like Pokemon. She caught it, she trained it, she sent it out to battle for her.
Yeah.
Also deleted a couple of moves.
Also, I'm pretty sure now every episode of Zero One we watch, we have to pay close attention to Izu at all times because, like, when Zero One was Flaming Tiger, he was like, freaking out. You just see Izu, like, trying to blow on him, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. My favorite is,
like, they're, like, trying to get everybody out of the way, and she's just like, okay, guys, let's go this way. Oh, no, there's another enemy here. Why don't we go this? And I'm just like, Izu, you're just being so adorable and generous in the background, but I'm like, you know what? There are other Humagears around here that see that there is danger, and there's just like a civilian Humagear like, oh man, I've been frying fish. Oh no, there's a problem. I'm gonna run out here and save everybody. And then they're just Izu standing there all adorably, and I'm like, you're really cute, but not really that useful at times.
The woman next to me earlier while I was drawing stole my number 2 micron.
That bitch.
She had a micron, and I'm like, oh, she has a micron too. And now I can't find my number 2, and I'm like, She just took it out of my thing and started writing her shit with it and didn't put it back.
What a bitch.
Oh.
You mean the crazy, like the chick in the brown coat who smelled like she smelled oddly enough
like deceit.
I was about to say she
And
smelled like a
elderberries.
mixture of either lice or
Yes,
flea
Horby.
shampoo.
I need to borrow your assassin. Your assassin.
He works for Ames now.
His
Okay,
name's
hang
Lil
on.
Assassin, actually. But, you know,
Hello, is this Valkyrie? Hey,
Yes.
how you doing? What are you doing lately?
How you doing?
Hi,
Stepped on anyone lately?
I'm beating up this fucking idiot who doesn't know how to use.
Yeah,
the
I gotta get my
control.
marker back, but later. Are you stepping on anyone? You can do it in the rider suit.
Wow.
We also
I need to. I want to put in my contract that every week I get to make one step on me joke. It's like Jules from What Culture gets to make a your mama joke in every video he's in. I want one per podcast. I can make a step on me joke.
Okay.
Yeah, getting back to the coach just really wanted the team to win, but he didn't want to, like, hurt their feelings. Like, he was just being so supportive and loving. And I really like the fact that, like, as a coach, he was just so supportive, loving, and, like, the moms were like, no, our kids have to win or do good on their exams. And that teacher was really stressed out and all over the place, and I'm very concerned as to who they let teach those kids, because the Humagear were doing a much better job. Let's be real.
Well, yeah, like the problem was that he was like, oh, he's keeping them an extra hour after school to like keep doing the basketball game, and like the parents are concerned.
They need the
teachers are
extra
concerned.
hour. They suck that bad.
And then he keeps
They have
like
robot voices.
They
and
are
he
robots.
keeps motivating them by like you can tell he's like searching over the internet like quotes from like famous basketball players, and then they're like, whoa, that's like what the other basketball players said. Like I wonder if he was quoting Kobe Bryant when he made that.
He
quote.
was.
Oh, he was.
Really? He was.
Fuck!
According to the overtime sub thing, is that they were quoting actual basketball players, but they were afraid that they were going to get sued, so they changed a word or two.
Wow.
But overtime subs changed them back because they don't give a shit.
They clearly don't.
That's amazing.
But yeah, no, like, they were literally, I would like, listen, like, I've watched a lot of sports movies, I've watched a lot of sports, surprisingly.
I watched Space Jam.
That's also actually the only good amount. But, yeah. A lot of those were just common things, but I think for the kids, they just like the fact that they had somebody who, like, and unlike their moms, they had somebody in their life who was being really loving and supportive. And so I was like, man, all these kids just wanted a dad, and that Humagear was the closest they can get to a supportive parent. I was like, that's kind of sad.
Can't believe that I lost my number 2. Off used my number 3 markers.
Activates progress key. Dad!
Dad!
I think that most of our
That
characters
picture's
just
a
have...
little scary.
Yeah. So what was interesting that I noticed is that when Kobe went, like he became a singularity, that was the first time that Aruto and the gang have like noticed that on a Humagear.
And then Jin explains it to them. And I swear to God, for a few seconds, when he's in the middle of like his awakening, and he says, "Where am I? Where am I? What's happening?" I swear to God, for half a second, I thought, "Oh my God, are these actual people who have been turned into robots, and now their actual human selves are waking?"
That'd be
That
awesome.
would have been an amazing twist.
It's like that scene in Get Out when like they use the camera flash, and the guy's like, "Where am I? What's going on? Run!"
It's like the fucking dad YouTube channel.
Lane,
Endon's waking up.
It's the singularity, not a singularity. Like, you don't talk about Earthquake as he's an earthquake, or you talk about him being in the earthquake.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You didn't know.
I thought being a singularity was like
No, the singularity refers specifically to a thing that'll happen. The singularity is when AI becomes like unintelligible from the human mind. It's an event, not a thing.
Okay, gotcha.
I have literally written a novel on it.
Okay.
Where Quinn, available on Amazon.
So Kobe gets turned into the Mammoth Magia, and it's pretty badass.
It is.
Yeah.
It kind of got a Gurren Lagann face Zord thing going on.
I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of. There's some other mammoth-themed monster or something.
The Megazord? Like
I don't think so. If there's something else that has a mammoth for a chest.
So, Ichi, you probably noticed this too, and you probably have the same theory as I am. So remember how we were talking about when we saw that there was a Breaking Mammoth Progress key and a Zetsurais key, and we were like, oh, how could there be two?
Yua changes it.
Yeah, so they take the Zetsurais key and turn it into Breaking Mammoth. So
that has to be it.
That has to be it. So that's cool. Because, like...
Does that mean, can we get a Dodo Progress key in proper form?
Fucking dynamic Dodo.
Comrade Jin!
Yeah!
Dodo form!
Dynamic Dodo!
Let's do it!
Okay,
Yeah.
and
Dodo's ability.
Something Blaze said. Blaze was concerned about the bus driver. Technically, what the bus driver actually ends up doing in that episode, though, goes above and beyond her actual job, because her entire job was only just to be on that bus with the driver, specifically, and then tell about the history. She literally went off her job to go back to the plant and then start touring around inside the plant, which is something she wasn't really supposed to do, because she was very curious about learning the history.
Yeah, because it's like, I have to be a better tour guide.
Yeah, but her passion and drive to be a better tour guide and learn more about the history is what actually pushed her forward in doing that. And that really wasn't, I don't think, a full part of her training, because like any other bus driver would just be like, hi, here is all the basic information.
Yeah.
Hi, I am tour guide. And it's the
Hi,
same...
I'm the TTC. This bus is no longer going to the station.
Yeah, like that is pretty much what she's supposed to do, and she kind of really jumps training. And so I think it's like not all of them are going to be super sentient or really show that, but some of them are like slowly but surely getting bigger and bigger. And that's what, like, when they hit that kind of switch, is what helps them change, like, be like, I guess, tainted, contaminated, reprogrammed faster.
And now
the idea that Horobi has explicitly said is that they're specifically targeting awakened Humagears.
And it's kind of easier for them to do that as long as they kind of know where AIM's gonna go next, and also like where
they're surveilling. They've got surveillance on them, so yeah.
Yeah, because it's like they're literally following around AIMS almost to be like, okay, AIM says that there's a problem here with this Humagear, so we're gonna go here. And that just typically is where Aruto has been going, because he's been dealing with all these issues. So it's kind of really easy to do nowadays, because all they have to do is follow around AIMS, and then they can find Aruto, and then they can find all the sentient
Which means Fuwa is responsible for all the bad things, technically.
I've been blaming him since the start. He's the cause of and solution of all of our problems.
Yeah, Blaze, she was also the tour bus driver, because I think she was the one who got a bit injured. Like her piece got a little damaged, so she was probably made self-aware then, or she wasn't able, like, she was able to be easier hacked or easier to like kind of fight it because she was broken. Same with the singer, the voice actress girl. She was a weird one, and she was kind of malfunctioning slightly.
And she was channeling the memories of the actual dead daughter,
which were probably programmed into, like, the dad obviously programmed all of those memories into this Humagear.
Probably.
I guess it was a coping mechanism, but that's also a little creepy. And then, oddly enough, Jin had some strong feelings about that one then, and, no, they're either sentient, they're malfunctioning, or something's, like, not fully correct with them.
And I'm sure we'll explore that more as the series goes on. So, the Mammoth Magia happens, and, Aruto tries to fight it with Flaming Tiger. And at one point, he basically pulls like halfway between a Kamehameha and a Rasengan with his fucking fire attacks. And then we see Vulcan.
Was it this week that he did the whole like, oh, that's too hot after it hit it back at him?
Yeah. And then Izo's just there like. But like the fact that she's like trying to be like so polite with it, and like the hand back, and she's almost bowing forward, it's adorable.
Yeah. And then something I actually didn't expect to see, Vulcan straight up steals the attached caliber from Izu.
Oh my god, he wrecks shit with it. It's amazing.
He does freeze shooting Kavan Strash and finishes off Dodo with it.
That was pretty much like, hey kids, you know what you can do with this toy?
Yeah.
Vulcan can also use it.
You can use werewolf's ability.
He uses the attached shotgun too in shooting wolf form, and then like he makes a comment going like, "Oh, cool! I'm used to the recoil now."
See, this is what you do when characters improve their physical abilities. You make a note of it.
Remember when he used the gun in the regular form? Remember what I said? I said, Itchy's gonna be happy. He's using it in this form.
Yeah. No, but you know why I'm happy that they're making a note about this? Because this is exactly what they didn't do with Gates Revive!
Shh, we don't talk about Zio anymore.
Yeah, but let's talk about the fact that Izu was like, "Hi, yes, you can take this. It's fine." And I'm just like, she trusts this guy. She trusts other people so much. I'm guessing part of it is just like, well, you know what, Aruto, you kind of need the help. But she's just like, she's so proud of the situation. And I'm like, you're a terrible human here for just letting somebody take something made for your person.
I was kind of hoping that she would just, like, turn into battle mode and go, "That's Heat and Company property, give it back!"
Just eyes.
She just stands there like, "This is okay," and I'm like...
But Freezing Bear was absolutely amazing.
Oh,
yes,
my God.
Oh, hell yeah. That is amazing.
The best part for me was that when the giant fucking robot bear fell down,
It just sort of tapped him on the shoulders.
crashed onto him like it was about to maul him.
Well, no, he was going in for a hug.
A bear hug.
It was a bear hug.
A big bear hug.
But yeah,
Attention freeze.
He also has the Coke bottle in his hand.
Wow.
But oh my God, Freezing Bear is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
It is. It shoots ice.
It's the best of 01's forms.
I mean, I don't put it that high, but I understand why you like it.
Oh,
I love
ice. I love bears. So.
Well, it's Coca-Cola. The transparent plastic looks amazing.
Really nice touch. Very creative. I like it. I'm surprised we didn't get like translucent flaming bits on Flaming Tiger.
Yeah.
Hey Link, can we do that bit that we sometimes do? We're like, "Hey Link, can you give me some water?"
Oh yeah.
You gotta ask me what temperature.
Oh, what temperature?
Surprise me.
Okay.
You should make it freezing.
Bear?
Here you go.
Freezing
You're
water.
welcome.
Freezing Bear!
Oh, and people will be happy to know I was gonna draw her with the so anyone who knows Nier Automata knows there's a destroyed form where it's pretty much like just underwear.
Oh.
I drew her with the dress.
Cool.
So you only see some of her thighs.
Okay.
Yes, as a human
Not
here,
enough
I am
to
not
be a Kamen
wanting
Rider
her-
because you can't open your eyes for more thighs.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'll show you.
Keep your eye on the thighs, please.
Yeah.
My thighs are down here.
Yeah, my thighs are down here, guys.
Nice.
Also, big celebration. It is now gray sweatpants season. So everybody out there, remember, keep your eyes where they're supposed to be. Eyes on the thighs, please. You don't go out and about wearing those gray sweatpants unless that's what you want.
As I'm wearing gray sweatpants.
The thing is,
Open your eyes for Lane's thighs.
No. We have a picture of my thighs, honestly, because I had a picture of the driver on my dick one time.
What?
I think. Yeah, no. I'm assuming someone in the chat has that saved, so I don't know.
Probably.
Here's the thing about nudes these days, especially dick pics. I find when I receive a whole bunch of dick pics, they're just very boring. But at least when you put a henshin belt or a dry belt on it, that's person enough. And at least I'm at least gonna want
you want this rider to put a belt on it?
I mean, I would at least if that was the situation, I'd at least be like, you know what? Yeah, keep sending me more of these. I'm gonna crop out the penis part, but thank you. Or I'm gonna draw really elaborate photos of it,
So yeah, Polar Bear versus Mammoth was a pretty epic struggle. It turned into a straight up... Speaking of fucking Kamehameha, the fucking ice forms had a straight up beam fight.
Yep.
Or beam struggle.
Oh yeah.
Which lasted about 3 seconds.
Is that what they call that? It's beam struggle?
Yes.
I've always wondered what to call that.
I believe that is the term, beam struggle.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we see freezing impact, Mammoth gets put back into the ice, and then Bear gives it the high five of death.
He's like,
Freezing impact!
So then, it was sad to see Dodo get fucking killed,
They better bring him back!
Yeah, I
Bring
swear.
him back!
No, and because,
he's dead.
But what I don't understand is, so Yua got, reprogrammed him. Why did she still send him to kill 01, though?
Because you was secretly evil.
Actually,
she knew.
I have one thought where it's when she first caught him, she was going through everything. I think she wanted to see what exactly the program was for, because I don't, I think she caught it, and she's like, why did they have this other one? They already had Jim. And so
I mean,
she
it's not
kinda,
the first time they used 2 Magi in one episode.
Yeah, but I think it was more like she wanted to know what its job was.
Maybe she couldn't change the Ansatsu!
Yeah, but I
You know
think it was
what?
like,
She doesn't
okay,
learn
it
anything
wants
if she
to-
stops it.
Yeah,
Fair.
no, and I think she also is trying to like test out like Aruto and to see how good he is with that.
Well,
driver and everything.
she needed the defeated key.
Yeah.
And she was just like, well, Aruto's probably got this.
And then she ended up stealing Mammoth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Net gain.
And poor Jin was just like freaking out. It was like that scene of like a child where it's like, oh no, I lost that I lost my house keys again. Mom's gonna-
Ansatsu Jen!
Yeah, it was
Mom's
like when
gonna
I
be
lost
so
my
mad.
lunch bag in school. I was really
yeah.
upset.
And he goes up to like fly off his jet. He says, "That's a jet!"
And I was just like,
Jin is blasting off again.
but I also want to point out like
What I
Dodo
didn't
comes
really
back.
understand
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, Emily.
was why Kobe was back.
They built another one, just
Yeah.
like they did with the others.
built-
Yeah,
Another one.
they always build
And they have-
Assumedly, yeah,
they
it was
can
just-
build it
I
looking
guess
just
the way
like
they
it.
showed the little training symbol on him was supposed to insinuate that, but it seemed kind of strange.
Well, here's the thing, okay? So you can back up all of the data, meaning that all of those quotes and shit that he downloaded, all of the school schedules and names of students, that's all backed up. But the personality isn't, so they have to train him how to be that coach again.
And he's not awakened anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, but Jin very much was like, no, Dad.
It's so funny how, like, Jin barely knows how to be a son, and he's already started on the path to being his own parent.
Can somebody please look this up for me? What color are Uzu's eyes?
I think they're green.
I believe they're green.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure they're green, yeah.
Pretty sure they're green.
Green it is.
She's got the Mako eyes.
Yeah, but I'm also like,
Or are they blue?
Are they blue?
Someone pull up a screenshot. Maybe that's just when she's lit up scanning shit.
yeah, but I'm also like really like with how Hirobi is progressing, like his whole like plan to take over everything. He says he's getting like really close to reviving the old like super killing machine AI.
Skynet.
I wonder if he's actually like building up an army secretly.
Probably.
He just knows that all he has to do is tell Jin, like, stay away from the basement. Jin, okay, I'll stay away from the basement, Dad.
What is this, Hello Neighbor?
Like, he's not gonna.
What is this, Goosebumps book number 2, Stay Out of the Basement?
No, it's what it's like? This is my obscure joke. It's gonna be like, that's the door to my workshop. I don't see any door. It doesn't look like anything to me. Nobody?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
Alright.
So next week we get
And
Horror's.
yeah, you're right, you have blue eyes. Sorry for interrupting.
That's okay. Oh, Jesus Christ!
There's your answer.
I regret a lot of faces I've
It's Patrolingo.
No.
So yeah, next week we get to see Kamen Rider
That's why I have
Horror's
a-
Henshin finally.
Yeah, this is why I have a beard now. Covers my fucking triple.
I gotta say, I'm shocked we got Jin's Henshin before Horobi's.
Because Horby's cooler. He's
I mean,
more
that's
more
subjective.
dastardly. Yeah, no, I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Like I love how I was like between Horby and Jin at first. I was like Horby, and now I'm like no, Team Jin all the way.
Until Horobi becomes the next purple evil rider to become a good meme lord.
Gaisorg?
I'm sorry, no one will beat fucking Dan. But speaking of Gaisorg, K-Bomb!
Okay.
So, the victim of the week was basically Hero. Genius surgeon.
Yeah.
No, he's the prince surgeon.
I swear to God, when they started calling him the surgery prince, I misread it and I thought they were saying sugary prince.
Sugary?
I'm like, why are they talking about a sugary prince?
No, he's essentially, and I'm pretty sure, like, it was supposed to be like, oh man, he is the perfect person. And I was almost like,
He's also an
expecting him to-
ass fuck.
Yeah, but I was almost expecting him to be like, oh, he's just like a plastic surgeon, like that's all he's good at. And then they're like, oh no, he saves people, and I'm like, oh, I just thought
Yeah,
it was
from
plastic.
being ugly.
Yeah, I was like, okay, can somebody make this clear? Because I'm pretty sure he's just a plastic surgeon.
It doesn't
like-
matter. He's only here this
But you know
week.
what I like? That there is, like, literally he's like, well, I'm back to looking for a wife. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, shit, Kanalo, I thought we were done with this. I thought that you were given permission to move on. But then he's, like, seeing, like a marriage.
A marriage counselor.
And then I'm like,
Okay,
Play
okay.
by
I'm like, wait.
Played by Hurricane Blue from fucking Hurricane.
No, but I mean, I was like, but wait, that's how normal people try to meet somebody. Okay,
This is
Canalo, you're learning.
The sugary surgeon formerly known as Prince.
I'm surprised that I'm like two things blew me away. A, that Canalo actually learned enough about the land human society to even know that such a thing as a marriage advisor exists. And the second part might just be my own personal ignorance, but don't marriage counselors help people with existing marriages?
No. That's in Japan. It is also here.
Yeah.
There is a huge industry for people that help you. It's because in Japan it's a very competitive, very work-related society. So it's mostly like business professionals and people who do not have time to go out and meet anybody. It's basically like online dating, but with a person. Like they used to do it a lot in the 80s and 90s, where you would go to a place and they would try to hook you up.
It's kind of like real estate agent for finding a person.
This is an actual industry.
But the thing is, with with very professional marriage advisors, the biggest thing that they do is they try to make sure that you have like not only good qualities as a human being, but they really try to make sure that you're in like the good right mindset for marrying, which is actually why I was like really like, oh man, Kanali, you're actually learning from them, and you're actually trying to be like a better husband.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, you're actually
like it's you know, it's still like
you can't just walk around and ask women to marry you.
Yeah, like at least he's finally stopped doing
I was hoping he was gonna hook up with her at the end. She's like, oh my god, Kelly, you're so cool.
I was sure it's gonna happen,
but
when she
happen later,
it's not, because she held up her hand at one point when she was like pining over him, and she rubbed her wedding ring.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna thank you for this because last week we were about to make our complaints about why we didn't want Nada to be Gaisorg, and you were like, no, guys, wait till next week. They'll do something to explain it, and you know what? Yes, they did. And they actually gave us a pretty good, valid explanation as to why Nada is Gaisorg, and I am now completely okay with it.
And you know what got me? The best moment when he's like, so we know that he's got this compulsion to fight, but he describes it in such a great way. It's like, even if I beat the best thing, there's another person out there. And it's all I keep thinking about!
We got 10 episodes worth of plot within this one fucking scene of Nada just... Like, this is what happened to Master Green. This is what happened to Master Black.
I was right. Master Green did wear the Gaisorg armor.
When did you say
it was
that?
Super weird because it felt like that stuff should have been mentioned before.
I know. Well, there was that 10-15 episode thing where they were like, we fired all our writers. So
I was predicting that Gaisorg was Master Green, and I was kind of right because he was a Gaisorg.
What was really depressing was that he killed everyone, his entire village, and then decided to go somewhere else, and then he just died alone.
He died in self-exile.
Like, holy shit!
I liked the fact that they made strongest battle canon.
Right?
So, because
Gaisorg's wandering around looking for the strongest.
You know the weirdest thing? That means that Nada has all of the memories of Captain Marvelous.
Yep.
Oh my god!
And Takaharu.
And Luca.
And Stinger.
And Luca.
Yeah, he knows
all Luca's memories.
Oh, that is depressing.
He has all those memories of getting fucked by Marvelous.
Why am I in a maid costume?
No,
because I'm awesome.
No, I think it's also like your strongest memories. So Luca's strongest memories are like
getting fucked by Marvelous.
Fuck. No, they would be, hey, my sister dies in my arms, and then it's Marvelous, and at one point I was Doc.
No, he'd have no memory of Doc. She only remembers strong opponents.
Oh.
No. She'd probably have very strong memories of being able to be Doc and go hit on hot women because she was very happy to hit on those hot girls when she was in Doc's body. Like,
I have to say, I love that sword slash noise. That guys.
I bought the Ryusoulger and it's there.
It's like boom, it sounds like a fucking beam sword or something.
Love it.
Oh, it's so great.
But here's the thing, like, I was like predicting this last week when I was watching it was like this with Tom, and the first thing I had a feeling of, like the first thing I was thinking of, like when it was revealed to be Nada, I'm like,
That's
okay,
a
it's
good
probably gonna
question,
be Nada.
Thunderbuster.
And I was like, okay, if it's gonna be Nada in the Gaisorg suit, I'm like, well, that makes sense. Of course, like the Gaisorg suit would want to be attached to Nada because Nada's whole obsession is becoming like Ryusoulger Red. Like, why didn't he get to be picked? And like, all
It should have been me!
yeah,
Well, I like that
but
he
like
says-
all those negative emotions. But I'm like, and the dude never stopped training. He never stopped working. I'm like, he would be the perfect person for that Gaisorg to want to be on, especially since what is he gonna want to do? He's gonna want to beat down Ko. He's gonna want to beat the rest of the Ryusoul tribes. Like he's gonna like. I was like, man, that works perfectly. Like that
Right?
is really his motivation. But at the same time, he's still kind of like fighting that back and forth, and I really liked seeing that in this episode where he's kind of fighting the Gaisorg thing, and I'm like, that is the coolest shit. It's like Gaisorg's like a possessive demon almost like aspect to him where he's almost trying to fight in there but gets pushed out.
I would argue that this version of the possessed armor is being handled, even after just this one episode, is already worlds better than the way Dolgold did it in Kyoryuger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was like it that immediately resolved itself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this one, they're taking their time with it.
And like he's trying, like he would like obviously it almost looked like at times like Nada was literally like in pain telling Toa about the armor, like how the armor works, like almost like he wasn't supposed to be talking about it, and the armor's trying to keep anybody
The
from like,
armor
helping.
was like really like he had to wave it away because it kept trying to go on him even when he didn't want it to.
Well, it's
Yeah.
almost okay. So it's like in Kyoryuger, it was pretty much like, oh, we just got to break the armor.
Yeah.
Whereas in this one, it's not so much that he's got to break it because that's not going to fix it. It's they have to they need well, and the thing is, it's probably going to come down to this is they're going to teach him how to beat it and control it. And the only unfortunate thing is very likely, I'm hoping he just gets he gets power of the armor so he can turn into it and control it. But I'm hoping they don't give him a stupid like Ryusoulger suit.
And I love that.
I think they will do that. And I'm actually looking forward to see what they pull off with it.
I loved when Gaisorg just like showed up and they're like, "Oh, you here to fight with us?" And he's like, "I have no enemies or allies. I'm just here to fight the strongest." And then just immediately looks over at the Minotaur. "Oh, you're the strongest thing here." Nope.
That was
Fucking
actually
fighting.
a stroke of genius because the main Ryusoulger team are busy this whole episode with shit. This Minotaur is high spec because it was spawned from this guy who's up so far up his own ass. It's strong. It's
Speed
tough,
doesn't
it's
work.
powerful.
Defense doesn't work. Attacking strongly doesn't fucking work.
So-
But then they figure out some
I'm only
bullshit to-
disappointed in one thing. Okay, so at one point, which was the most badass thing I've never seen anything like it. Asuna insults the guy. He hits her with a beam, and she flinches because it's bright, but it surgically fuses her eyelids shut. And
That was really scary.
terrifying. And she was like,
And
I can't touch
apparently
my...
the
She was
Hikari soul can fix it?
Yeah, no, I was disappointed. Because I was like, holy shit, this is an Asuna episode. They're going to use all of their things and it's not going to work. She can't open her eyes. And she's going to have to learn how to trust her luck and her skills to fight to kill it so her eyes can open. No, they fix it right away. And I'm like...
I feel like that should have been another episode that we would have had by now already.
Yeah, but I'm like, yeah. But the thing is, I was like...
No, we have Shine Raptor.
They had to go inside her body and like...
I was pissed
another
off, and I'm
one.
like, you know what? They're getting back to the plot. That's
Yeah.
what I wanted.
Yeah, but I want to point out, Asuna gets injured, and then just, somehow Toa actually gets to do something on his own without his big brother, like, running around behind him. Because, like, it's
He's
almost
getting
like,
his own fucking
yeah,
puppy.
it's because it's like...
Natasha,
I have a canon theory that, like, anywhere Toa is just obsessed with puppies, because usually whenever you see him just out and about, he's petting a puppy somewhere, or, like, stopping to pet a puppy.
Wasn't there an episode
And there's
where...
always Bamba in the background, like, staring at him, like, oh. And, like, Toa literally cozied up to a girl all because she had a puppy. And, like, that was the thing. And I'm always like, okay, Toa needs a puppy. But in this one, like, Bamba was so worried, like, something happened to Asuna. And I'm like, okay, something happened to Asuna. Bamba's gonna stay with Asuna. Well, Toa's now there looking for Gaisorg on his own. I'm like, yeah, no, he's probably worried about Asuna. Like, fuck everything else.
Okay, so you know how Bamba had that moment where he was really concerned about Asuna? Like, I would love to see them get together because they're such a like, I love their dynamic. They have so much chemistry together. Like, and the thing is, like, yes, I know that Ko has the biggest connection, but like, she's like a little sister to him.
Yeah.
I think that because the thing is, look at Bamba. He's really lightened up, right? Like
Ko, even when he was younger, had to lighten up, and he learned that through Asuna. But I'm also like, they're just kind of cute. Also, Bamba, you can date somebody who won't age to die of old age before you look over the age of 25.
Like that last one.
Have I mentioned how much I love Bamba?
I love Bamba, but I mean...
By the way, since you haven't been here, we need to tell you that we've been making jokes all season about stabbing Bamba.
Yeah, Bamba, not about stabbing Bamba. I mean about Bamba stabbing.
His name is Stabbing Bamba because he loves to stab anything and everything he can.
Yeah.
I like to make jokes all the time with Tom where I'm just like if we're sitting in Starbucks and there's like a kid being a brat, I'm just like, man, where's Bamba? I need Bamba to deal with this because I'm like, damn it, Bamba, can you just get on that, kill that
fucking
kid.
Ichi killed me 2 episodes ago where with the inside like her body and it's like Bamba just comes in, stabs her in the fucking heart. There we go, problem solved.
Well, here's the thing. That's why I ship them because like, what are we gonna do, Bamba? Oh, I'm not gonna stab this.
Yeah, like
wait,
Bamba,
what?
Like Bamba just had that look on his face, like I want to stab, and nobody told Bamba he wasn't allowed to stab her, but he was just like, I can't do it. I'm like,
I need this to happen in the show. I need the Arthur meme of just Bamba just like closing fist over the hilt of his sword.
When they tell you can't stab the Minosaur host.
They tell you can't stab the Minosaur host.
Also, this has been in our chat, and I need to acknowledge this. Thunderbreaster Orb says that if Nada has the memories of Stinger, that means he knows how to do the Kyutama dance.
Yes, and I want to see guys that do that.
Oh, I love that dance.
Yeah.
I just, what reminded me, speaking of Key Ranger, remember when Lucky's father dies in his arms and they immediately cut to the Kyutama dance?
I remember that.
Yeah, so this episode has Ko gets fucking Omni slashed.
Oh. That's what me and Ichi will always agree that Drive did it the fucking best when Shinosuke died, and then it just goes to start next time on Kamen Rider Drive, and it's like, thank you.
Like no music.
Also, I love this. Is Ko dead? Shuts it next time. I'm okay.
Yeah, no shit. They're not gonna. But that was interesting.
Check Swatch, episode 30. Yeah, I think he's fine.
And that was interesting how that led up to that, where just Ko's just like, all right, you're still not, even though you have an evil possessive armor and it's trying to kill all of us in you.
I have to say, I was actually super impressed that we went that route because clearly it was painting it that we were going to be like, oh man, Gaisorg's controlling me, but Ko wants to be friends, so I'm gonna fight my inner darkness and keep it under control so I can be their friend.
Bitch, no! I fucking hate you!
Slice!
Yeah, no, I fucking hate you!
Can we honestly say, that scene where you see, Toa's face in that moment, where Toa goes from having, this hopeful stare in his eyes, this light to his face.
Rocky behind you!
And you just watch him.
I might have missed it. What's the key to, he's got his back to him, and then all of a sudden, Toa's like, oh wait, get away from him. What triggered him to go,
It's because,
you see Nada pulling out the sword.
The armor is starting to control him entirely.
Yeah.
But it was also, Nada's face went from being relaxed to, angry.
No,
and that's and you see him start to pull the sword out, but it's also he was getting really tense, and then Toa, who was staring at him the entire time, was like, get the fuck away from him right now, run. It's not safe.
And I love...
It's like that meme, run.
My favorite part of that whole bit was that it wasn't just Gaisorg. After he slashes him, Nada tells Ko that he hates people like that. Nada is jealous that he didn't get to be Ryusoulger Red. He's jealous that Ko is such a nice guy and has all these friends. And
that's his weakness. Remember he said when he finds out your weakness, he's got you. His weakness is jealousy.
I love this. This is the kind of plot this show needed.
Yeah.
Ryusoulger is finally a passing grade Sentai.
No, it's better. It's good now. We're past
yes!
it. We are at, you know what? I have graded it. We are at B-.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Anyone have a problem with that? That we've reached B- status.
Sure. Oh, and the tiny ice Bakugan thing can talk and it went into space and it somehow got its form comprised.
Yeah, and okay, let me tell you a funny story.
It was a great episode. It was such a thrilling episode, and it's also here's a scene of Tiramigo biting Melto's ass.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
And then he straight up eats the thing.
I just like that
saw
it's like
somebody
it talked.
do a post. I forget where it was, where it had them labeled, and it had Tiramigo as another one and Melto as the dust.
Another one bites the dust.
So they were like, when it bites the egg talks like, it talks! I'm like, there's a fucking talking dinosaur next to you.
Is this really surprising?
And a penguin is where you draw the line?
Well, I think it was also the fact that, like, Oto's had this thing for who knows how long, and it never said anything. So
Awesome! Someone else who hates Oto.
I love
like,
Oto.
I don't mind Oto, but at the same time, like bitch back off of Melto because... Listen, I want to cosplay the cute boy, and I can't have some weird underage child trying to come out. Like,
She's not, though. She's 127 years old.
No, she's 109,
It's not
actually.
okay.
At one point, she's like, I'm 109.
It's okay if you talk about their romance and their species. You just can't talk about the details. So we're going to pretend that this is like the Flintstones. They're sleeping in separate beds.
Oh,
They're
God.
just doing what they got to do for the species.
I also love that when Kanalo goes to give the whole "you gotta respect women" speech to the fucking sugary prince, he literally slaps his shit. I love
Yeah,
it.
he actually slapped him.
I know.
I could put so much... Who, like, slaps the guy's like, I could put so much jealousy in this guy.
No, slaps guy. You can fit so much respecting women into your... You're better than this.
You can fit so much respect for women in one of these.
like, here, slaps Tom. This guy can fit so much respect for women in him.
Yeah.
Also, it was cute when Crayon's like, he's like, oh, what do you think, Gotchalace was through? Hello!
I was already on my way here!
I came before you called!
I was so upset. I was like, yeah, another thing. And he says to the name of the other guy, and I'm like, it's Wizul, and I'm like, fuck!
No, but it was interesting. I noticed this. He said when he's asking for Gachaleus, he's just like, he sounds like really unenthused, and then Weiser comes in, he's like, yeah, let's fucking do it!
It's
like,
a party episode!
He loves Weiseru. Like,
Well, yeah,
so
because
much.
Tank Joe's dead. He's got to latch onto someone.
Yeah, Tank Job is dead. But you know what I really
Again.
miss from Crayon? And I miss it so much because, like, I thought it was, like, the funniest thing that made no sense. The points card.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like he just
I'll
kept
give you
awarding
50
Tank
times
Job
points if you come back.
Yeah, but it's like, I'll give you 15,000 points if you come back. It's like, cool, what happens when I fill up my points card? You get another points card! And I'm like, baby!
Cool, Crayon understands modern marketing.
Yeah, but I also want to point out that I was starting to think, I'm
But
like...
you can't get the last Monopoly piece for Orange.
No, but then my one thought was like, I'm like, cool, Crayon has a roommate. Crayon probably uses, like, Crayon's roommate probably taught him his point system for like, Crayon,
yeah.
if you do your dishes...
Crayon's
you're gonna
a
get
roommate. I would watch a whole show about that.
That's a
I want to see
sitcom.
that, like, the two of them together, because Crayon literally has a roommate, and he actually really cares.
Crayon and Marker, coming now to Toei Tokusatsu fan club.
Marker.
Did you just say crayon and marker?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, episodes past, you see Crayon's been living with this one dude, and it's his roommate, and I was so fucking excited about it, and then
Just
it's
his name's
like,
Mark, but they call him Marker.
yeah, and then it's just like all I can picture is that, like, because he's like such a weird, like, yuppie, hipsterish dude, like, artsy dude,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he probably invented this whole point system to teach Crayon how to be a good person, which is how Crayon learned how to do, like, YouTube stuff and all that, because, you know, his roommate literally was a YouTuber streamer.
Yeah.
I'm like, this makes so much sense. This is how Crayon is, like, so, like, tech-savvy and also just savvy about the world itself, because he's a roommate.
Yeah.
Who just looks at him and goes, yeah, that's, like, you pay rent.
Yeah, nothing wrong here.
You pay rent, yeah.
How, by the way?
He probably gets the goons to steal money from people. Like, all I can picture is, like, little henchmen are going to, like, fountain.
2 words. Ad revenue.
Yeah, also that, but like, all I can picture is, like, the little henchmen are running over to, like little fountains and just stealing all the coins.
Just the
and it's
fucking
like,
Dorans
hey guys.
with ski masks on.
And it's just, like, picking up all the coins and things. And then it's like, hey, Kate,
Oh, God! Crayon probably does porn because he can make ooze.
No, he does not.
There it is.
Anyway, so next week
Well,
we
the
get
Punisher was a little bit suspect.
Oh, sorry, one more thing that I really loved.
One more thing, Jackie!
Was when Ko used the Doshin Soul, and he used the Doshin armor, and he just, like, flurry of fucking punches, and then like the
Dino Sonic blow.
No, and then the Minosaur, like, he turns around and just poses perfectly while the fucking Minosaur explodes, and it was so cool. It was a good
Also,
shot.
Asuna gets like a hot minute of badass fighting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. A good camera.
And then she does the fucking
shots.
Mookie Mookie song and gives him a giant ass punch.
Yeah, Blaze, I remember that part where, like, Crayon just shoot things out of his finger. It's how he actually tainted his roommate.
He accidentally roofied him.
Here's the thing that I'm like, man, Crayon would work as the perfect, like, YouTuber for apology videos because of how well he can cry. It would be like, Crayon at the camera. I'm so sorry. I didn't
Crayon
mean...
apology video.
Yeah, I didn't
Not
mean
clickbait.
to make a music video that enslaved everybody, but here it is. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make all these Minosaurs and destroy all those buildings, but some nice lady from a sports equipment company hired me to destroy all the competitors. I didn't mean...
He's a fucking...
I didn't mean it!
Listen, Geki Ranger...
He gets all his money from corporate espionage.
Okay, I figured it out. So in Geki Ranger, okay, so I've been watching, like, I love Geki Ranger, but in Geki Ranger, Miki literally is so excited to get them, like, more power-ups for all their droids, and I swear it's because she's like, hey, I can get, like, the Geki Ranger team to go and destroy all of the other buildings in the area that are all other sports companies.
No, don't show that!
I will be the only sports company around, and so now she's been like, hey, what else can I do? Hey, you make big monsters, right? Destroy all the buildings.
If you happen to knock over the Nike building, that would be cool.
There's a
on the way.
Yeah, and it's like, here's your rent paid if you don't touch this one. And that's how Crayon's been paying his rent, and that's how Miki's been the only sports industry company that's still around.
Wow.
Scratch.
I have a theory, like, I've had big theories
Tash is
on it.
fun to watch Super Sentai with.
Clearly.
She does, like, the craziest shit.
It's like a big brother, can I get a puppy? I'm gonna name it Gaisorg.
We were watching
Hey, Sasuke,
Geki Ranger,
I bought you a
and,
puppy, and then I killed
Geki
it.
Chopper shows up, and he's kind of like a weirdo. And she goes, his name is Kyle. And now every time I saw, you know, the Kyle meme of, like, dudes named Kyle?
His actual name is Hisatsu Ken, but
I
you guys
know,
are calling him a
but
Kyle.
no.
We figured, like,
He's got
you
a man
Ken was
bun.
Japanese for Kyle.
Yeah, but at the same time, he literally punches a wall at one point. He literally does a whole bunch of Kyle-like things, and I'm like,
He
man.
sold the ultimate sword at a pawn shop.
First we have we have Todd, now we have Kyle.
I
Yeah.
do this for a lot of characters. When I can find, like, an archetype
Well, it's nicknames
character.
like
yeah.
Soup.
Yeah. They're nicknames, but it's also, when I see, like, a character has a very specific archetype of, like, a personality trait, I throw it back to something more relatable. So in this case, I was like, Tom, for Ken, I was like, he's a Kyle. And then even when he takes off, like, the white, like, sweatsuit he's wearing a white wife beater underneath it, and I was like...
There was also, like, remember that time at
Kyle?
Christmas he dressed up as the kid's dead mom? And we're like,
Oh.
Kyle! That's insensitive!
Oh no.
But he looked really good, though!
And then he used the Zord to carve, like, a statue of, like, Kyle! Okay, that's okay. That
He
worked
carved an
out.
ice statue of the kid's mom. But no, he was like, hey, kid, it's like, I can show you your mom. Really? How are you gonna
I
do
can
that?
show you your mom.
Kyle, next time lead with the ice statue.
And then he comes down in, like, a gray sweater, a skirt, and this blonde wig. It actually comes from, like, an old 80s sitcom. Sorry, 70s sitcom.
Because he doesn't know what the guy's mom looks like.
No, but he literally is dressed up like as an old sitcom, like, mom, and he comes down and he's like, hi, son. And keep in mind, this kid only speaks English, so he's like, what the hell? And
Yeah, the
of course
kid's
he's
like-
got facial hair.
The kid's like, I need Chris Hansen and I need him now.
And like that, the kid's dad is there, and the kid's dad's like, okay, this might be okay. Oh, this is not okay. Doesn't really stop it. He's just like,
Well, he's like, my mother is dead, and Kyle's like, F.
Well,
Press
Yeah,
F to
no.
pay respect.
alright. So, next
Yeah.
episode of Ryusoulger, we finally get the Hieso and Yokuryuo.
Looks pretty dope.
I cannot wait to see a pterodactyl.
I love it. I'm buying it.
Pterodactyls in general. I already loved him in this episode.
Yeah, and before we talk,
Oh, bye, Decker.
before we get into our feature topic, something I meant to mention at the start of the show is, to go hand in hand with our milestone of reaching 1,000 subs, I am doing a little refreshing on our branding, which includes a new title logo for the Castranger channel.
Ooh.
So that's been in the corner of the whole show, if you haven't noticed it. I paid $14 for that microphone image.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't find a good free one.
It's a pretty nice picture of a microphone.
All right.
I don't know why I said that either.
Well, it is.
I mean, yeah, it's not wrong, but...
And feature topic time.
That was one of the weirdest sick episodes I've ever seen.
I loved. I had never seen an episode of this show before, and I was so happy. I was so
Hooray!
so
Someone else
happy.
who still likes it like me.
Like, especially because, like, the second I saw Fangula, I was, like, immediately, because as a kid, I used to, like, I still do, I watched, like, Hilarious How It's a Frankenstone, and I was like...
My mom liked that show.
I still like this show, but, like, the second I see Fangula,
I'm not saying
like,
I don't like it, I mean, she told me she grew up with it.
yeah,
I actually have been in the studio where they filmed it. Now, of course, the only thing left was a couple of puppets when they had them under glass, but, like, they were like, I was filming a segment for Ed the Sock, like, I was in it. And they
Really?
said,
Are
hey,
you serious?
yeah, I've been,
You went in the sock?
I have been on several of Ed the Sock's programs. I was on an episode of Ed and Red's Night Party. I've been interviewed by him twice.
Were you
on
ever in
MTV.
Fromage?
No, but I was on his show, This Movie Sucks.
Oh my god, I can't believe you know Ed the Sock.
Yeah.
Cool.
And anyway,
That's
they
freaking
were filming.
amazing.
They were filming an episode of This Movie Sucks. Well, a couple of episodes I was in, and it was in the studio that they filmed one of the sets for Hilarious House of Frankenstein or Frightenstein.
Frankenstone.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I was just like, the show came on, and I was like, he's a vampire, he's like, that it's like, here's a stethoscope. I was like, he has no heartbeat.
I love
so
hand him a mirror.
The best joke
mirror.
is
Also, how can he be hot or cold? He has no, like, blood pressure. Like, he doesn't feel the hot or the cold, buddy. How are you getting a fever?
He's lying. He's being an asshole.
Yeah, no, I legit thought he was faking it the entire time.
He was.
my
No, but
favorite-
he was sick because of the
No,
coin.
he was actually sick, but the things he was asking for was because he was just being an
yeah,
asshole.
okay.
My favorite joke, I think, of all Beetleborgs is Flabberpulse had a regular-sized little tongue depressor. Like, regular size. It cuts to a giant prop mouth with a huge tongue depressor. As it cuts back to Flabber, he's got, like, a fucking 2x4. So the joke is, oh, it looks really big because it's foreshadowed. No, it's actually that big! Like, I'm just like, that sight joke literally must have taken them so much fucking work to do. For such a throwaway joke.
I was thinking that too, that they had to make that whole mouth.
Yeah. But I'm just like, there's like literally, there's people working on this show going, man, half of our fucking show is Japanese footage. All we've got is the monsters. Like, the monsters are like 110% working their asses off.
Like, Little Ghoul, I fell in love with her so quickly.
Oh my fucking
Little
god.
Ghoul, Fangula, and I was like... And then there's Wolfman who tries to give Fangula a blanket. He's like, okay, it's too itchy. So he's sitting there washing it to get some extra fluff off, and possibly fleas. I don't know who's business.
Little?
Go get me some bat milk. And I'm just thinking Bruce Wayne, like, he's opened his fridge and he's like, what? Like, it's not milk from bats. It's literally just milk from the bat.
And he comes back in less than 2 minutes with supposedly freshly squeezed.
You don't squeeze to get milk.
And it's warm from body heat, presumably?
Of the bat.
Well, my whole
Yes,
thought
of
is
the
it's
bat.
kind of like they have big bats somewhere that are almost like cows, because like how, like, how you milk a
They
cow
milked his
or-
messenger bat that he later uses.
No, I want
They
to
have
say that
everything
they...
in that house. I don't know what they have in that house.
I was about to say, like, maybe he just had, like milking bats in the back, you know? Different from the messenger
They're in his
bats.
belfry.
In the belfry. The bats are in the belfry.
They make that joke during the episode.
Yeah, they do.
Oh my god, this
Also-
is horrible disguised as a human nurse and it's a nightmare.
No, yeah, it was creepy. I actually prefer her as Horbell.
She kind of looks like she has so much Botox onto her face, she can't, like, physically move her
The
face.
best part
And
is
I'm
that she's
guessing-
still got her eye makeup on, including the green smears
I just
around
like
her.
that even Jabber is believing in the kid show. I was like, that's horrible.
Jabber?
Yeah.
Flabber?
Flabber, sorry. I was like, oh, it's a nurse.
See,
and the kids are there for a second. They're like, that's horrible.
See, me the whole time, like, we get to a scene where, like, we hear Nukas talking, and then just me being me, I'm just the whole time like, I would love to just hear Nukas to say something like Horrible, suck my cock.
Cock, arise!
Yeah, cock, arise! And just like the whole time, like we're watching over these 4 episodes of Beetleborgs, I'm just making fucking jokes with this dude. Horrible, you get back here! Les, you too!
Horrible, I need your hands on my crustacea cock.
But here's the thing.
Stop sharpening those blades and come sharpen this blade.
But I had it at
Vylor, while you're at it, give me a reach around.
Okay, so I also want to point out, first of all, the ambulance that she was in was a hearse.
Yeah.
Second of all,
because he's a vampire, he's already dead.
When she grabbed a nurse's outfit, she literally grabbed, and I can literally pull up photos for people who want it, but, from, like, the Blink-180, I think it's Blink-182 album, I also know they did it for, Falling in Reverse and a couple other bands, the Hot Sexy Nurse, and I've been to an Alice Cooper show, and they had, like, the Hot Sexy Nurse come out on stage during the performance and start, like, her whole, like, burlesque
Well, she's a
thing.
nurse.
But I was, like, she was literally wearing a stripper nurse outfit, and I was, like, literally looking at it. I gave it a couple extra
Hello, nurse!
Exactly, but it had the pole.
Horrible, I have a plan.
Yeah, hello,
I need you to put on this nurse outfit and get in the car.
Oh, hello, nurse is a joke from Animaniacs, because
Yeah.
whenever this nurse, she's really, like, curvy, and so everybody's like, her name is Hello Nurse, but whenever they see her, it's like, Hello Nurse.
So, I got some complaints about my Nukas impression before. I've been working on a new one. What do you think of my Nukas impression now?
It's not bad, I like it.
If you don't like it, I'm going to send the Mantrons after you.
Show me what you got!
That's enough out of you, cartoonist.
Now, Horrible.
Horrible! My crustacea cock is not going to claw itself.
I'll give you an astral sword!
I don't think I can do better than cock arise.
Horrible, get the hot butter.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He can't have Nukas say anything else. He has to say cock every fucking
Less
time he describes
fortune.
his dick.
I need you to draw me with a larger member.
It must be a super cock.
My trouser snake! That's my favorite.
Come on, guys.
So, as this arc has kept
Just
going,
wait until that picture of Crayon's finger is higher up on the chest.
every episode they have to recap with us about if they get their hands on the Astral Sword and all 8 Astral coins, then they're gonna summon Roboborg.
I like at one point, Fangula's like, I'm getting sick of hearing about these astral coins. And I'm like,
Same.
aren't we all?
Same.
Like, this whole rest of this arc is just like the monsters like get these astral coins and then they're just like, they're fed up with them trying to look for them. So it's like, no, we're gonna fucking hold on to them. And then Little Ghoul is just being the amazing little fucking rebel she is, just goes like, no, they're all mine now. And like at one point she gets like the astral sword and she just goes, yeah, fuck you guys. I'm
in charge. Almost destroys the house with the fucking sword beam.
And she's just firing the sword beam at them. And then just at some point, you see her like the kids are talking amongst themselves, and then you just see Little Gold just like take off the sheath, and she's like, oh, that's why it wasn't working. Just
Oh, Blade, that's
Also, there
really
was a
sad to
moment-
hear about. I'm really sorry you have crabs, but really, you shouldn't have been with that. You shouldn't have gone after Horrible after everybody there has already been with her. Now you have crabs. It's your own fault.
I love how she...
How do you think I replace the minions in my army?
I absolutely love that, like, when Nurse Horrible is, like, trying to keep her cover story straight. I was sent by Dr. Nukas! I mean, fuck!
Dr. Lucas!
Dr.
It's
Lucas!
like Nukas! I mean Dr. Nukas! And I'm like, really? But you know, she did great. Like,
so
that was
fucking awful at everything!
You could almost say she's horrible at it.
Oh my god, that picture is horrible.
I know, I thought you'd like that, Emily.
Yeah, but
I
I
love
mean,
that
like,
picture.
Like, I had more, and with that episode, I had so much more fun with just, like, that back and forth with all the characters, as opposed to the actual fighting, because I'm like, okay, the fighting
Yeah,
is cool,
honestly-
but then we got Ladyborg, and her power was femininity.
Fucking bazooka!
Here's the thing! The one thing
Like,
she was
every
able
time
to
she was
do...
on screen, she was just like, "Hello, boy."
I'm the girl. Also, Astral Bazooka. Foomph.
Yeah,
Yeah,
also,
the girl and half
My
the guy.
bazooka is the clitoris. You'll never find its weakness. Damn it, we've
Is she,
lost.
like, designed to be like a butterfly person?
I think she's a moth.
yeah,
Yes,
but here's the
well.
weird thing for me, I was like, okay,
But they
she's
called
a
her
female.
Ladyborg, which made it sound like a ladybug pun.
Because
Yeah.
English writing is not great.
Yeah, but it was also like, every time, like, you saw
Nothing
her...
spilled. I just dropped
Yeah.
something.
You know, she was just like, I can magically make this sword come to me. All swords come to me. I'm a lady. And I was looking at her, I'm like, for a, like
That's
her
not how
whole
swords
power-
work.
First of all, that's not how swords work, but I'm like,
Is
first of
that
all,
a dick joke?
I was like, that's a dick joke right there. And second of all, it's really funny that the child Joe, like the child Beetleborg, has more boobs on her suit than Ladyborg does. And I was like, for a second, I'm like, that's kind of a little weird. And then it's like the next Manatron was like, I'm gonna use my stinger on you. And I'm like, this is getting really, really sexual.
Also,
okay.
also, this whole time we were watching this, I just couldn't get over the fact that just Roland hit puberty so hard, and he just towers over Drew and Joe. His voice just like Tom was saying, like he looks like he's 30.
Yeah.
It's just like
Hello, fellow kids.
How do you do?
Somebody
How do you
give
do,
that
fellow
the hello,
kids?
fellow kids.
It's
So
like,
how are those
fellow
Astral coins doing?
I loved it.
They were all over the place.
And then,
Yeah.
so then, like, another episode, like, they're like, they kidnap Flavor, and so they
With a
literally-
TARDIS box.
Yeah, they put him in a TARDIS.
It even
It does.
Yeah.
It's like a cross between the ghost
Hello,
trap from
fellow
Ghostbusters
Borgs.
and the TARDIS.
Yeah, but it was just also like the outfit he was wearing. I was like, when I first saw it, I'm like, let me get it bigger on the inside. And they're like, it can get smaller or bigger. And it's also the same. I'm like, it's the
It is
TARDIS.
already the TARDIS.
I was like, it's the TARDIS. And then, of course, the outfit he was wearing it's really funny. And, yeah, I like the fact that at one point Mums is just kind of like, as Tom like has mentioned, like when we were watching, it's like, yeah, he just rambled off the entire plot to ransom. And the kids somehow, they were doing good, and then they...
Give me back my flabber!
Yeah!
Also, they were playing hide and seek with each other, and so, like, Joe tries to go find a hiding place, so she opens up, like, one door, and there's just Mom's in a room with a bunch of, like, mouths and teeth, and he's just like,
It's a little
it's like, this is my private chat room!
That joke was so 1997.
Yep.
And then she goes to another room, and there's Fang just having, like, a bath, and he's
Playing with toy boats. And weirdly, I never noticed this until this viewing, but if you pay attention, there's this tiny little explosion coming off of one of the boats slaying to the left, and I'm just like, what
yeah,
the fuck?
He
Okay,
has
but,
really advanced fast toys.
Yeah, but
You
here's
sunk
the
by
thing.
battleship.
That really quick, yeah, when you had pointed
You're
that,
sunk
like,
by
there was the
battleship.
explosion, I couldn't speak it out at the time while we were watching, but, like, you look at his face, like, he either farted or he came during that time, because I was like, boy, like, that look on your face when it explodes, I'm like, that was intentional.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I was like, really, I'm like, Fang, like, you've got some weird interest in that bathtub. Also, that girl,
Hey, no kink shaming.
no, that child stood there staring a little too long. She did not have his consent to be in that bathroom.
That was like a walking in on mommy and daddy
Hey,
moment.
nobody ever told her about the birds and the Beetleborgs. Name of the
He
episode.
probably eats
No,
most of it.
It's
High
also-
five for that one.
Nobody told her about the bathtubs and the battleships, so Fangula had
That's
to be
gonna
the
be
one.
the new thing. The bathtubs.
The birds and the vampires.
It's like the bathtubs and the battleships. Did nobody ever tell you about that? Oh, Fangula is gonna tell you all about that.
Oh god.
No, I don't want that to happen.
And then it's literally Fangula teaching you how to play like water
And
battleships.
then Joe goes to Little Ghoul's area, and Little Ghoul's just like, get the fuck out of my basement, out!
Get out of my basement, I'm playing Minecraft!
Get the fuck out of my room, play Minecraft!
Wow.
So, okay, now, this seems like a problem. One of two problems in this week's episodes that could have been solved by turning into bug mode. You know, like, you need to hide in a
Several
messy
of these
mansion.
other
You need
problems.
to hide in a messy mansion, turn into a goddamn bug, and hide in the radiator. Like, it's that easy.
There were several problems in this batch of episodes that could have been solved by going bug form. But alas, I guess the CGI budget had been stretched pretty thin by this point.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Tasha, you didn't see this episode. They can say bug off, and they turn into
bug out.
Or bug out, sorry.
They can turn into bugs and then say bug back to turn back into people.
And they have used it at times, like they stuck into a prison in bug form. Because there was a prison break. It was a thing.
Well, they're ripping off every movie they can find, so I mean, they gotta...
Hey man, they're turning over these episodes so goddamn fast, like back in the day. Like, this is not even Power Rangers, but like, what Power Rangers was on during this?
In space.
In space, yeah. So they were like, that's where they're making their money. Beetleborgs, Beetleborgs was like their B-roll.
Their beetle roll.
Oh yeah.
But
they start
big
with
bad
whole
beetle
plan.
roll.
They start with their whole plan with like the switching briefcases, and like everybody was like, yeah man, briefcases are really expensive. Next shot, the kids had the briefcases, and it's almost like, hey, the deal today, kids, you buy a briefcase,
by the
you get
way,
a free pair of sunglasses.
They got through halfway through the first page of Fangula's list. Like, they purchased these items. They had
see them with like a bunch of boxes.
Yeah, and then they're like,
a plushie of Fangula.
Like, we just got some Pepto-Bismol. I'm like, so did you spend the rest of your afternoon returning all that stuff?
They just ditch all those items they bought.
Cure-all.
Like, Flobber's gonna get his credit card statement and be like, what?
Kids?
Yeah.
Did they sell it all back? Like, where did they come? Where did it go?
Surprise cameo by Redcaster! What?
Hi.
Oh my gosh, is Raven there?
Yeah.
Hi, Raven.
Hi, Raven. How are you?
Emily says hi, and how are you?
Hi, Emily.
He can't hear you.
Oh,
I don't
sorry.
have headphones on yet.
Sorry about that.
Well, how are you?
Okay.
I'm doing okay.
If you're here to pick up your check, it should be on the...
Yep, already found it.
Okay.
Just figured I'd walk in.
Cool. We're talking about Beetleborgs Metallix.
Oh.
I remember nothing about that season.
Good.
You're better off.
Yeah, much better off.
I'm T-minus 2 weeks from forgetting it all.
Yeah, I remember plenty of nostalgic things watching the original one. Metallix, I don't remember. Fuck all.
Nucus, that's all you need to remember.
Okay.
Also, since
Or Dr. Lucas.
Since we just this week passed 1,000 subs, is there anything you'd like to say to the fandom?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, everybody. Like, that was an interesting couple weeks watching that subscriber count go up 500.
And it's still going.
Yep.
It's at 1020 now.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Hello, fellow Borgs.
Hello, fellow Borgs.
It's like, I too am a child being a Beetleborg.
Yep.
Like, nobody's buying that, Roland. Why not? Until your voice keeps cracking, you're also like 3 times my height.
You get any taller, you're gonna look like a sex offender hanging out with us.
Oh.
Wow.
Roland,
Turbo, like, that just
Roland,
kept
why don't you
happening.
take a seat?
Roland, maybe we'll only do shots where you're not standing next to the 2 other main characters. And they literally kept trying to put them in shots for the next while.
Once they changed Joe's actress, it was always so weird seeing them hanging out because they would always be standing, like, in order of height.
Yeah, but I think, like, for a couple shots there, they kept trying to make it so Roland would either, like, you know, he was 2 stairs, like, down from them on the stairway. Like, he was always in, like, a position where he wouldn't be standing next to the other 2, and I'm like, yeah, they knew what was going on. Like, they knew, and they kept trying to film him from above to really make him, like, look normal height. I'm like...
The show took a lot of interesting chances with its weird camera angles.
I'm just picturing, like, his stand-in. Like, you ever watch Seinfeld where Mickey is the stand-in for a kid and the kid's getting taller, and Mickey's like, man, if he gets any taller, I'm not going to be able to be a stand-in. I'm just thinking there's a stand-in somewhere that's like, shit, this kid just keeps growing.
Which is why I think every stand-in needs to learn how to wear some nice stilts.
Yep.
Then it'll just work.
So yeah, they do this plan from Ransom where they have the astral sword and coins in a briefcase and an empty briefcase to swap it out with during it while a distraction happens. And the plan is to set off a fire extinguisher as said distraction. And then they get in front of the Mantrons and are about to do so. And Drew is just absolutely not subtle at all about wielding his fucking psychokinetic dual finger bullcrap.
In his own defense, the Mantrons, like, were like, this is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Man, like, they got distracted by their distraction. I was like, kids, you had it. You were right there.
Yeah, like, he drops it a few meters away from where they wanted to drop it, and it goes off anyways. and then they get startled and panic and don't swap out the briefcase when they had every opportunity to swap out the briefcase.
I mean, they had to extend it somehow, I guess.
We had to pad the episode.
But it's like, oh cool, do you know that coin trick you guys all didn't like? Roland's like, here you go, I have a coin still. And I'm like...
Here's why I was doing that weird disappearing coin illusion for the first 2 minutes of this episode. So I could steal the astral coin from myself.
Okay, but let's cut back to Flabber's kidnapped.
This is actually a great Flabber scene where they're all going out and Flabber like just starts manipulating.
He pulls a Jedi mind trick on Les Fortunes.
He does.
But like,
you want to go out and fight.
It's like, you gotta prove to him your worth, and he's just like, I do. Like, you're gonna go get that coin. I am gonna go get that coin.
And the weird part is, he does!
Like, he does so good.
He actually steals the last astral coin and gets back to base.
By doing rocket moves.
Oh my god! That was so amazing! So, being that Les Fortunes is one of the creators of the Astral Sword...
It happens in a later episode.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
in this episode. In this episode, he runs back to the cave, he's got the coin.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah. And then Flabber's like, oh shit, he actually got the coin. And then he does like the Will, like he says, oh, I want to show you how great an artist, and he does the Will Smith, I don't fit in the chair thing. And then it works. He gets out, he locks Les Fortunes inside, and then like, we're all just like, doesn't he still have the coin? And then he reappears. I'll take. And I'm thinking in my head, he's going to use a magnet. He's going to use a magnet. He pulls up a magnet, sucks it out of his hands, and I'm like, I've come to predict you, Flabber. I gotcha.
I also love that. He's like, you were going to show me what kind of artist you were. And then Flabber draws a giant boxing glove. Yeah, an escape artist.
A full color and full inked. In 6 seconds. I've been drawing this photo for like half an hour, and I'm not like...
All that was needed to make it perfect was just a giant cursive signature from Flabber. That would have been amazing. A Flabber original.
I hated Flabber when I first started watching, but he has grown on me.
Yeah, we're feature topic, Kaguya.
But yeah, so then, like, the ending of that episode is now they only have the one coin, which the one coin, it looks almost like this, like, scorpion claws or something on it. But in the very next episode, now it's a butterfly
At the end of episode 27, it looks like they've got, I can't remember if it's either the Lightning Borg coin or the Fire Borg coin, but then when they cut to episode 28, and they've only got one coin, it's clearly the Lady Borg coin, which is a butterfly, I think, or moth, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, but I mean, and then, like, in the next one, it starts off with Monster Bingo. And, like, all of the monsters, like, first of all,
Bingo!
Frank has 20 bingo cards. Everybody else has got one. And, of course, he keeps winning it. I'm like, do they just keep...
You know what's I like
it's kind of sweet. It's like they almost keep, like, letting him win because...
You know what I choose to believe about that scene? I choose to interpret that as Frankie has no fucking idea what he's doing and he's just saying bingo. And now that he's like rumbled the table, there's no way to prove it if he had
It's
or
like,
not.
yeah, let the Wookiee win.
Yeah.
But also some of them had like,
bingo!
Like Mums was sitting there with his full card like covered, and I'm like, did they just not actually know how to play bingo?
Right?
Like it's really cute. Like, oh man, if I don't have every single one that's ever called, I lose. But also, all the monsters are like, okay, we're done with all these astral.
Well, they like Frankie
and the astral sword.
Like,
we're done with all of this stuff, and they're just like, hey, what should we do? It's like, well, we have the one astral coin. Maybe we can trade it.
Let's strike a deal with the supervillain who's been terrorizing us for the past 20 episodes.
That happens in shows like this all the time. They always
I know, but it just
do the
seems
whole
like,
ransom
come
trade.
on.
Are they actually this stupid? And the answer is yes.
Okay,
no, it's not like that.
So it's like, okay, we're gonna give the last astral coin that he needs to Nukas, the big villain, for his safety. And it's like, Maxwell the Carrier Bat, come here, you take that deal over to Maxwell.
Maxwell the Carrier Bat.
It was cute. And then they all drew bones, and Fang, of course, cheats. Fangula cheats, but it's like they all drew bones.
Of course Fangula cheats.
But at the same time, though, it was more entertaining to have, like, little Ghoul go, because she is just more entertaining and adorable.
I love that she willingly went, even though she knew Fangula was cheating.
I think she just personally would like, Dragon's gonna be there?
I'm bored!
Is Dragonborn gonna be there? Am I gonna see him? He's really hot.
Yeah.
Did somebody mention me?
Ah, fuck, it's Conchonery.
It's Borg! Dragonborg!
Hi, Dragonborg.
It's like, oh, Dragonborg, I love you so much. I had a feeling you were gonna be here because I was
That's my wife!
And his response was, give me the astral coin!
No, it's mine! I want it.
Give me back my coin!
She said no, which I respect, but I asked another time and she said yes.
Those guys are trying to kill me, so here you go. Take the coin, I love you, bye.
I was amazing in that episode.
This is weird because I can't see what's going on.
He does the fucking dragon dervish attack where he just T-poses and spins gently.
And then half his body just goes
Hey, a wise man once said to me, try spinning. That's a good trick.
Ask Geki Rangers. Geki Rangers know always do spin technique.
It worked. I got the coins.
I mean, it worked. The Mantrons also suck.
Oh, you mispronounced that. It's Mentrons.
The Mentrons?
The Mentrons.
Come and get it, Mentrons!
Come and get that coin, Mentrons!
So then it's like, Scorpix has like all of the coins, and there's the Astral Sword.
And he's wearing the coins like armor, weirdly, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, but then all of them start like magically
flex,
going
I know.
in, and except for like that last like the last Ladyborg coin, and so there's that whole cool like I was like, man, like there's one coin left, the high stakes, and of course the Borgs come to help out, and I was like, you know what, that was actually like a pretty good like high stakes moment, like a perfect turnaround.
It was until like the second before they put the last coin in, and then like the 3 other Astral Borgs jump out of nowhere and go, "Ha-ha! We were here the whole time!" And then you're like, then why didn't you jump in earlier, assholes?
It was all about my plan to create dramatic tension.
It's like, we only show
I
up.
think he has that pretty right.
It's like, oh yeah, we're not relevant until we're told we're relevant. We forgot that we were relevant to this episode until, you know, our cue happened 3 times and we finally ran out there.
And we also see like the Earth start to like split apart in almost the exact shots right before the fucking MMPR dinosaurs show up usually.
And then it's
for no reason!
Yeah, like it doesn't really do anything except, oh no, there's now the sword is right in front of, like, the good guys. It's, like, it's right there, like, and then, like, Nukas is, like, far away, and I'm like...
I don't feel like teleporting all the way over there to get the Astral Sword, so I guess I'll just let you have it.
Yeah.
For now!
Yeah, then it's like, cool, just keep everything. What? Yeah, I don't need a Roboborg. Roboborg or no Roboborg, I can still beat you. And he leaves.
That
and
is
I'm like,
my vow.
You just walk 5 steps, take 5 steps.
Take 5 steps and pull a Bomba and stab some children.
Jesus.
Where's Bomba when I need him?
This is a show for kids, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, and that's why Bomba's allowed to stab children. The only child who gets not for Bomba, it's like instead of like no child gets left unstabbed, it's all but one child gets left unstabbed, and like that one child is his brother.
There can be only one.
Like, or secretly he used to have 2 brothers.
I stabbed one.
No, we're not getting into the deep murder lore.
That's how he got his taste for stabbing.
That's okay.
Well, I was fighting him up on the hill, and I had the high ground. The Highlander I was.
Oh.
And I have the heart of a dragon, so you could call me a dragon heart.
No.
Dragon heart!
A veritable scholar of battle, a medicine man of carnage. An untouchable warrior who was on his last crusade.
Oh boy.
And I wanted to fight him just cause. So I jumped down from the rock.
Were you joined by your League of Extraordinary Gentleborgs?
I was about to say that! But I found my forester, and I got them in my entrapment.
And you had the hunt for Red Octoborg.
Oh yes, the Red Octoborg.
Octoborg!
And I fought with my friends the Avengers. The British ones.
In teddy bear suits.
Yes.
Oh man. So eventually we do...
I was the first knight of space.
So we do get
and I came from the rising sun.
So eventually we do get Roboborg, and
I love that like episode 28 ends with, alright, we have everything! Should we summon the giant robot and see what it's like? Nope! Next week!
Let us eat cake first! And next week we'll
Roland, service everyone the cake because you
Set
moved
them on
Fuck you guys. It's like Pat's roof. You could put so much more series into this.
And then all the monsters were like, you know what, we're just gonna eat those kids. And I was like, Is this just a thing now and then? They just decide, like...
No, that's the thing in the whole series. Half the time, the monsters are trying to eat the kids. The other half, they're trying to eat art forms.
Well, anyway, I'm going to go. There are places in space that need me to do shtick.
It's double time for Dragonborg. Come on.
God damn it.
What's so good about...
Oh, hey guys, I'm back.
Cool.
Sorry it took so long. I had to take a really good picture of that drawing that I just did.
Excellent.
But yeah, it's Roboborg. He's actually pretty fucking awesome looking.
It's a giant gold beetle chromium Borg or Caucasus Mega or Kabuto
cool.
Megazord.
Oh, well done, Tom.
Oh, nice.
And of course he talks. Because of course.
I was disappointed he didn't have a stupid voice. It was that
I should have had like Ninjor's VA or something. Like,
I wanted him to have an Arnold voice so bad.
I'm Roboborg.
Here I am, Beetleborgs.
Oh, hey, Gar's listening in the
Hi,
chat.
Gar.
Coming to you live from Dunville. It's Dunville.
Dunville.
You want me to unmute you?
No.
No, I know he can talk. I just wanted him to have like an Arnold voice.
I will crush your entire city.
Also, I want to point out, those monsters are really bad at the barter system.
Yep.
Like, they were like, okay, we have all of this power, and even Little Ghoul, who was like going power crazy, should like... Those bugs?
Les Fortunes comes up with another plan that works. He goes to the Hillhurst mansion disguised as a junk trader, and for some reason his hair is weirdly combed more than normal, even though he's dressed up as basically a hobo. And he successfully trades a suitcase full of bugs to the Hillhurst monsters for the Astral Sword, making this not the first time the monsters have given away the fucking plot device.
What was he supposed to be some kind of adventure? Like, what were they going for?
He called himself the Junk Man.
I know, but what were they trying to go for with that look?
It's literally like they were trying to go for
Hobo,
like that hobo
nomad.
traveler.
No, it
He was like some kind of like
reference to
Tomb Raider or
something,
something.
but not really.
Maybe.
Yeah, but he was just like doing the barter system, but like the monsters were like the Astral Sword with all the coins that can summon Roboborg. But
that tarantula though.
But that tarantula though, I really want to eat that. So you know what? I'm gonna trade you all of this power that I've just been abusing for all these bugs.
You guys weren't replaced. I promise you guys weren't replaced.
No, it's fine.
No. It's fine. You guys got to 1,000 subscribers, so they sent a Huma gear.
YouTube sent us a Huma gear.
I'm a Huma cat gear.
But the weirdest part is like, where the fuck did Les, who has been in prison and then this cave the whole series, get a fucking Jeep?
He drew it.
And the immediate
he drew it.
He's just not very good at drawing Jeeps, so he got a shitty Jeep.
Shitty Jeep, arise!
Oh my, you know what this just made me think of? Like, out of nowhere? Do you remember that show Pappy Land?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, there's a kitty.
No, where the guy would draw stuff and it would come to life.
Maybe. There are a lot of shows like
Izubi,
that.
come to life. No.
Izubi, alright!
There was like a gnome
You
there.
have to do
I
the
think,
thing
or
where
a
he
troll.
squishes his fingers.
Alright.
Wow, okay.
No, yeah.
Hey, look, it's the Fortune Brothers' father.
Oh, God.
Pappy Fortunes.
Cute cat.
And it just seems like I remember it was on. I remember it pretty well, and I just thought of that.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Sure.
I thought everyone's asking today.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, I'm just
You have to ask
joking.
permission
No,
for
I'm
this?
just joking. I'm just joking with you because it was cute that you asked, and it was really polite. So
was
I thought
really
that I
adorably
wanted to pull in Emily and be very polite.
Be very polite, wholesome, and sweet.
Yeah,
So Les Fortunes
I respect your politeness.
gets out of Hillhurst with the Astral Sword, and being the creator, he knows everything it's programmed to do, even if it's not obvious.
Watch what I can do.
So this savvy motherfucker hobbles out of the Hillhurst mansion, holds the Astral Sword to the sky, and declares guided missile mode. And thus, like Thor being flung through the sky by Mjolnir, rockets into the fucking sky!
He died on the way home to his home planet.
It's like that aw cat.
I was not ready
It's
for
like
that!
that vine with the flying lawnmower.
Oh my god! The Astral Sword is a fucking jet. That was amazing. Yeah, Garles, after he trades the bugs to the monsters in episode 29, he walks out, abandons his shitty Jeep, and rockets into the fucking sky with the Astral Sword.
Well, he drew it, so he can be literally whatever the fuck he wants.
So the monsters decide to steal the Jeep and head out into town to help the Beetleborgs get it back. And I love the small little touch of you see Fangula with actual shades on. Because vampire.
Oh, hi, Danny. Oh, hi, Mock.
Yeah. So the Beetleborgs and the Hillhurst monsters all invade the tomb, and for some weird reason, the monsters, who live in a fucking haunted house, are scared of this graveyard tomb, but they go in anyway, and then Wolfie, right before Less Fortune summons Roboborg, Wolfie saves the day and nabs the Astral Sword back.
Yep.
For like at least the second, maybe third time.
Yeah.
Fetch!
Yeah. So, we finally see Drew summon Roboborg, and they make a big deal about how you need to know the command to summon Roboborg,
Yeah.
but all it boils down to is open the sword, hold it up, and shout Roboborg. It's not the fucking winged dragon of Ra. I was kind of expecting more. So yeah, just, I am Roboborg, watch me stomp everyone's shit in!
And he does.
It proceeds to dummy a whole fleet of worm tanks and jet
No,
fighters.
everything's dead, the fucking Mantrons are gone too, and then they go back to their pages, and then Les is like, they're fucking all useless, and he just destroys them more, so they can't ever be a thing again.
I mean, I guess the thought is if they didn't work once, why would they work a second time?
Yeah.
Also, I don't think he knows how to get them back out of being, like, just drawings again.
Well,
I think
Nukas is the one who does it.
Yeah, so I think he was just like, oh dear, what's the point now?
Plus, he's just an angry person.
I ran out of stock footage.
He's a little crazy.
Yeah. He is. He was in jail.
So
yeah, just a little, not too crazy.
Did we ever find out, like, I know he's crazy, but do we ever find out what he did to be sent for prison indefinitely?
I think they did say what it was, but I don't remember it offhand.
Like, he's like a lifer in that prison. Like, he's in a hardcore maximum security prison.
yeah, he was just crazy, I think.
But wouldn't they have put...
Yeah.
The thought is, wouldn't they have put him in an asylum? But the answer to that is, this is Charterville. It's a small town, and they don't have an asylum. Stick him in the prison with the normal prisoners.
So like
his comic was really bad.
Well, it's like Bram Stoker's Dracula, where, like, literally, they were like, cool, our asylum doubles as a prison because what else do we really have in this town? So we'll just toss him in here. You can just lose us mind in there. Oh dear, we lost a crazy dude.
Yep.
Which one is he? The artist. Oh, I mean, like, the worst thing he did was, like, draw shitty pictures. Yeah, we can leave him. Like, we don't have to go find him. We can just let him be on the loose.
Oh, he drew a thing that was a little too close to a Disney character, and Disney put a stop to that. Now he's in prison.
He's in blue-collar prison.
Yeah.
He was hired by, like, a daycare somewhere.
Yeah.
He tried to draw this one mouse monster, and they cut that. That's why the show got canceled.
Yeah, it's Licky Louse.
And Ronald Ruck.
Yeah.
So basically, now that the threat of the Mantrons is gone, I guess that means the Astroborgs have to fuck off too. And I love the way they phrase it. We have to go and fight evil wherever people are brave enough to do the same. Which basically means if people are being attacked and there's no one brave enough to fight back, you guys are fucked.
We're not doing all the work ourselves. You gotta help. If you're not brave,
we like to sit back and let other people do the job, but we're gonna stand here and claim that we did it.
We will show up every 5 episodes.
That's basically what they just did with the Beetleborgs. They let the Beetleborgs do most of the fighting, then they swoop in, give them a shiny gun, and fuck off.
So they're there to
Like-
micromanage them.
It's like that episode of Futurama with where it's like one of the Christmas episodes, and Dr. Zoidberg comes in dressed up as Jesus, and he's like, I help those who help themselves, and just runs off like a scared little girl.
I like how like, okay, so Roboborg shows up, and they send out like the same 3, crustacean fighters and the same 2 worm tanks. They're like, oh no! And I'm like, bitch, you can beat those.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
if
or even
Roboborg
his
can't beat
cameo.
the things that you can already beat, Roboborg's not that great.
I was ready for him to, like, I know this wouldn't have happened because of the way the suit technology was back then, but it would have been the funniest thing ever. I just picture him picking up the worm tanks, tying them all together into a whip, and then using that whip to knock the jets out of the sky.
What is he, Captain Planet?
Right? That was just my...
That's a Captain
fantasy.
Planet thing. It's like, tanks for the weapon!
Also, me who had never seen those little worm tank things, I was like, they're humping the ground. Okay.
No, they're crawling in my crawl.
I know, but it's like literally the way
These crawls, they will not crawl.
I also like that his sword was just called the Robo Sword, even though the sword itself was not robotic.
It's like one of those. It's like Batman. It's
No,
like,
I get it. It's gotta be branded.
Fridge. Yeah, if his milk in his fridge is bat milk.
Yeah, no, I get it. And you guys haven't even seen
Oh, crap.
Boron yet.
I forgot to put my headphones back in. I'm like, man, Emily's been quiet.
See now,
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
We've barely been.
It's not your fault. I'm the one who forgot to put my earphones in.
Wait. I have a question.
Uh-huh.
It's like Gar said that Emily, air conditioned, a baby, and now a human gear. Who's the baby?
Indigo Caster.
Okay.
Their daughter.
Here, I'll show you. This is Indigo Caster.
Yep. Red, Cyan, and Indigo Caster are all in our room.
Well, I
now.
never tried to replace you. What
Indigo's not
happened was
here.
for the first little while, we were never in the room at the same
I mean,
Cyan
you
Caster
would have
is here
heard, you would
after
have heard
being-
her
oh,
by
yeah.
now.
The baby is not here.
Who was replaced by Google Home? 'Cause I'm
Blaze, because we used to use their Google Home to make,
The gag is every week it's an episode
Yeah,
number,
I'm
and
Cyan-
Blaze
I'm
says
Cyan
what
Caster, and
Pokemon
he's
number
Red Caster, so that's how we
that
get
week
Indigo
is.
Caster.
And
that
then
makes sense. I'm Doomcaster now. So.
we had a
Cool.
Google Home plugged in, and we would ask the
Here.
Google Home what Pokemon.
nice.
I
All
only
right.
have a 4-month warranty.
All right.
Well, we should wrap up.
I was going to say, I've already trained the new caster to replace Gar.
Watch Ultra Ranger.
Oh, no, that's mean.
Yeah, we just reached 100 episodes of Ultra
Wait, I
Rangers,
can
so
replace
go
Blaze.
watch Kaiju Sentai Ultra Rangers.
Bakugan?
Oh, she's learning so fast.
She's moving
She
in.
hit singularity.
I like her.
No, she's achieved Singarlarity.
Oh,
Or Singegarlarity. I'm reaching real
Alright,
far.
come back. We miss you,
Somebody's at
man.
the door.
Literally.
Somebody in a weird hood and a weird creepy smile is at the
Yeah.
door.
He's
Should
got a
I go
gun.
Open it? He said he wants to be friends.
Overall, the Astral Roboborg.
The Astral
Kylo
Saga.
wait.
It was cool.
Kylo Ren.
Shit, she's replacing Lane now.
I'm talking to Kylo Ren all the fucking time. I just like him.
Every other Tuesday.
I'm waiting for my turn.
I'm waiting for her to replace everyone, yeah.
Where's my pizza?
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
All right, here's. What about Emily?
I'm sorry.
I was expecting Precure.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I don't know that attempt. I wasn't sure whether
To
it was
be
Emily
fair,
or
I
just
was
general
actually
Canadian.
expecting I'm sorry.
Precure, I'm sorry.
Oh, there we go.
I'm sorry for
What
Precure.
the fuck is happening this episode?
I'm not sorry for
Here's drawing.
Oh, okay.
All right, I think next week is going to be automated. That's less editing.
All she has to do to replace Raven is wear a hat forever, which she's already doing.
My head is Litten.
Wow, what the fuck is happening this episode?
I like her over you.
I don't know. Things got very strange
I like
very
you over him.
fast.
Alright, well, I guess that's the episode, and that's it for week 3 of Borgtober.
Woot.
No shit.
One more week.
I do play video games actually, and
No,
I do wear a hat.
he means have the portable game console sitting on the couch during the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't bring my. Usually I have my DS Lite in my bag because currently I'm playing Fire Red as well as playing Diamond because you can put in older games into there. I also have Call of Duty Black Ops for my DS Lite.
Which DS do I have?
I have the DS Lite Crimson,
Excel,
like the
I
old
think.
one. But it literally has I found a copy of Call of Duty that literally plays on there, and it does have a zombie mode, and it also has the zombie arcade mode from Black Ops, and I was so excited.
Hey, I'm looking through the settings.
I have his old DS. I don't even know which one it is.
But all I know is mine's really old, but I really
I've been
like.
playing Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Yeah, but I can play like Game Boy,
What's happening?
like SP games on it.
I don't know. And we're all
Video
derailing.
games.
I'm looking through the settings of this Humagear, and she's got settings for a lot of Castrangers I'm not aware of.
Beep beep. Your.
Try that again.
Beep beep. Your band.
Wow,
I wonder
okay.
what Castranger that is.
Oh, okay.
You
cool.
are banned.
Sick.
And Call of
Anyways,
Duty on the DS. You can only the DS Lite, but yeah, I have it. We can play.
all right. So, Jikai Video Sentai Castranger.
More Metallix episodes.
So,
Yay!
since we're gonna close out Borgtober Metallix next week, we will be watching the last 3 episodes of Metallix, episodes 33 to 35.
Cool.
We're gonna wrap this up properly. So, as always, thanks to everyone for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, subscribing, and especially a big welcome to our 500 plus new subs in the last month. If whoever's listening, if you're new here, let us know what you thought. If you have any suggestions, pop them in the comments. Tell me what you want to see. I noticed that most people are coming in through that music video I made 2 years ago, so let me know if you want me to do more of those, and if you have any ideas for those, pop them in the comments.
I'm Canada's ass.
Hashtag comments for Lane.
She's doing the fans now.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
As of next week,
Yeah,
Beetle be gone with the Beetleborgs. Moving on.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's
I
Castranger.
think we might have to do a hard reboot.
I will not accept that. I am doing my job perfectly well.
Thank you, and we'll see you next week.
I'm sorry, I can't handle this human gear anymore.
No, don't reset her.